Sandwiches, America's favorite sandwich delivery guys. By AdPro Sports, Elite Team Gear. By the Zenger Group, Smart Print Now. By Niagara Scenic, Western New York's premier motor coach company. By New Era Cap Company, fly your own flag. By Buffalo Steak and Sub, located at 1335 Main Street in Buffalo, hoagies, subs, tacos, and pizza. For free delivery, call 884-7777. And by the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills football, lead the charge.
And welcome to Canisius College basketball, the Kessler Athletic Center, game 2 of a doubleheader today here at the Kessler Center. And it is meeting number 161 between the Canisius College Golden Griffins and the St. Bonaventure Bonnies. Hi, I'm Jay Moran, along with Dave Schofield, and let's get right into it. Meeting 161 next to Niagara. This is the team that this school has played more than any other team in its history. Dave, you're an alum. You just came from an alumni function. What does St. Bonaventure mean to Canisius?
Well, all you need to hear is 161. I mean, we've been up and down Route 16 a bunch of times as a student, as an alum, and we know what that trip means. And a lot of those Bona fans made it north on 16 today to see this game. There are a lot of them here. You're going to hear them. You're going to hear Canisius fans. This is as good a college basketball rivalry as you will see anywhere.
We're most certainly getting ready to enjoy that. And I think the one thing that from a Canisius standpoint that the fans are going to enjoy, at least based on the results on Monday, is a much improved product.
Indeed, Jay. The basketball team this year has a plan. You can see the plan unfolding as the boys take the floor. They played with great passion and great excitement. And I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, and I think the Canisius fans will as well.
On the other side of the coin, this is the St. Bonaventure team that went to the NCAA tournament for the first time in 12 years last year, taking out Florida State. Now they've lost a draft pick in Andrew Nicholson. That's a big loss, but they're still a team that's coming in 2-0, and we just know through experience the Atlantic 10 teams, they're going to be bigger, they're going to be stronger. It's going to be a bigger challenge for Canisius today.
It is going to be a challenge for Canisius. I think the Griffs have a little bit of an advantage in the backcourt, but the front court for the Bonnies are very big and very strong, and they're quick too, Jay. So the Griffs have their work cut out for them underneath the basket. They lost, Bona lost, beat Cornell, but just narrowly. Griffs are going to have to come up with their A game today.
And then finally, back to the whole idea that this rivalry, number 161, I know, despite what you'd say, you haven't been to all 161 games, but at the same time, these rivalry games, they play out a lot differently sometimes than you ever really expect. I guess maybe just expand on that just a little bit about what sometimes those emotions kind of bring out on the floor.
Well, I think conferences have done an awful lot to really lessen the intensity of these rivalries. Bona is going to be way more interested in what's going to happen when the A10 season starts. The Griffs way more interested in what happens when the MAC season starts. Still, it is Bonaventure against Canisius. It is here in the Kessler Athletic Center. It is going to be fun.
A lot of brown shirts here for the Bonnies and a lot here for the blue and gold. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're glad to have you along with us today on the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network. We'll come back with the start of today's game. It's number 161 between St. Bonaventure and Canisius. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
And we're back on the Dr. Ben Show, although we've had, what, one caller, Eddie?
That's right, Dr. B. Slow day indeed.
Well, I just don't get it.
Could be everyone's at M&T Bank.
Oh, really?
M&T's one of the few banks still offering free checking.
Oh, free checking.
So they're pretty popular these days. Oh, wait, we have a caller.
Oh, well, put him through. Hello, caller.
Oh, Dr. Ben, it's urgent. What time does M&T open?
Everybody's raising the green flag for free checking from M&T Bank. And when you do, you can enjoy a checking account with no minimum balance requirement and no monthly service charge. Plus, you can even get mobile banking and bill pay. So if you're ready to make the move to a better bank, raise the green flag today.
You know, Eddie, I'm thinking we should just call it a show.
Heading to M&T, Dr. B?
Yeah, you got me.
Just stop by any M&T branch or visit mtb.com/free checking to learn more. M&T Bank. Understanding what's important.
Offer subject to change. Other fees may apply. Member FDIC.
When shopping for a used car, it's all about two simple things: the lowest price and the best buying experience. Auction Direct USA Used Vehicle Superstore gives you both and much more. You get the lowest in-market price because we buy the very best cars at wholesale dealer-only auctions and sell them for just $399 over the Auction Direct reserve price. All of our vehicles are hand-picked and come with a Carfax Vehicle History Report and 3-day, 500-mile money-back guarantee. And if we don't have what you're looking for, we'll go out and find it. Need financing? We work with all the major banks. And we sell extended warranties for every car, truck, and SUV at our dealership. When you're ready for your next used vehicle, come to Auction Direct USA, 5485 Transit Road in Clarence. We put people first, which is why so many of our customers keep coming back and recommend us to family and friends. For the lowest price and the best experience guaranteed. Learn more and search our inventory today at auctiondirect.com.
Any thoughts about that?
I not only as a coach, but as a player and as an assistant. When they were from, and these are games that we're playing against teams from other conferences, and that's what you want to try to do, is make a statement against other teams from other conferences, and that's where you gain respect. And all of a sudden people look across the country and say, look at what Canisius is doing. So we're going to have to play for 40 minutes.
Jimmy John's, this is Ed speaking.
Yes, can I get a gourmet smoked ham club right now?
You got it, sir.
Who is it?
Jimmy John's, world's greatest gourmet sandwiches.
How'd you do that?
You asked for it right now, sir.
Okay, but
Jimmy John's delivers something so fast, you freak, sir.
you know, I'll bet you were in the neighborhood and you happen to have that sandwich.
You want to test me, sir?
Good idea. I want a Jimmy John's gargantuan, hold the mayo, a Club Lulu with extra tomato, a 6-foot Hunters Club party sub, hold the mustard, 2 lemonades, and an iced tea.
You got it, sir.
Okay, and 5 bags of Jimmy chips. Okay, and a peck of pickles. Okay, and 2 raisin. Wait, I didn't even tell you.
2 Jimmy's raisin oatmeal cookies, right?
You really are a freak, Ed.
Thank you, sir.
It's one of the most exciting moments of a young athlete's life, putting on a new uniform, those school colors, that lucky number, the last name emblazoned on the back. It's almost as thrilling as the game itself. That's why when it's time to decide on uniforms for your team, you have to call AdPro Sports. AdPro Sports has all the Nike apparel and footwear your players love at prices that won't be beat. Call 854-5116 or visit adprosports.com today. AdPro Sports, elite team gear.
A proud sponsor of Canisius Athletics.
Need a partner to help get your message out in print? Contact the Zenger Group. The Zenger Group can assist with print jobs big or small. Need new business cards, letterhead, envelopes? Want a new company catalog design printed and mailed? Zenger Group can do all of that for you. To speak with a sales representative, call the Zenger Group, 716-871-5432, or visit online at zenger.com. Think Zenger Group for Smart Print now, a proud sponsor of Canisius College Athletics.
Attention travelers, if you have a group that needs bus transportation, then Niagara Scenic Tours is the company to call. Whatever size group they're trying to move, Niagara Scenic Tours can accommodate your needs. Niagara Scenic Tours has both deluxe coaches and mini coaches, fully equipped with televisions, DVD players, and a lavatory. For more information, call 716-648-7766 or go online to niagarascenictours.net. Niagara Scenic Tours, the official motor coach company of Canisius Athletics. As an official headwear licensee of the NFL, New Era is proud to present what many believe is the greatest invention in the history of football and caps, the New Era football cap. It's fit to be worn by the Buffalo Bills and all of the other 31 NFL teams on game day. Football and headwear will never be the same. Visit the New Era flagship store at 160 Delaware Avenue in downtown Buffalo for the New Era 5950 Bills sideline cap.
And welcome back to the Canisius College pregame show. Jay Moran along with Dave Schofield, and it is time now to get into our players to watch for St. Bonaventure and for Canisius. And for St. Bonaventure, it's their leading scorer, Chris Johnson, a senior this year, just playing in his second year, coming out of Nova Scotia, but leading them with 14 points per game. Also had 19, equaled his career high last year in that win down in Olean against Canisius. Chris Johnson definitely be a factor against the Griffs. Kind of a tough matchup for Canisius, but the Griffs have a tough matchup as well for St. Bonaventure.
Well, they sure do. Harold Washington, 22 points in the Griffs opener. He's a quick slashing guard. He's great floor vision, and with the addition of Billy Barron, is allowed to go into what he is more comfortable with, and this is the slashing guard, the penetrating guard, the guy who can create offense and let Barron lead the team. This guy is the key to this game.
The Griffs had the offense the other night, 83 points and a win against Boston University. Let's see if they can match that today against St. Bonaventure. We're coming up with the tip-off next. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
And we're back on the Dr. Ben Show, although we've had, what, one caller, Eddie?
That's right, Dr. B. Slow day indeed.
Well, I just don't get it.
Could be everyone's at M&T Bank.
Oh, really?
M&T's one of the few banks still offering free checking.
Oh, free checking.
So they're pretty popular these days. Oh, wait, we have a caller.
Oh, well, put him through. Hello, caller.
Oh, Dr. Ben, it's urgent. What time does M&T open?
Everybody's raising the green flag for free checking from M&T Bank. And when you do, you can enjoy a checking account with no minimum balance requirement and no monthly service charge. Plus, you can even get mobile banking and bill pay. So if you're ready to make the move to a better bank, raise the green flag today.
You know, Eddie, I'm thinking we should just call it a show.
Heading to M&T, Dr. B?
Yeah, you got me.
Just stop by any M&T branch or visit mtb.com/free checking to learn more. M&T Bank. Understanding what's important.
Offer subject to change. Other fees may apply. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the sold-out Kessler Athletic Center, where Canisius is ready to take on St. Bonaventure. I'm Kyle Ferrara here with the keys of the game. First for Canisius, St. Bonaventure, a very physical team. They're probably going to try to get inside, and Canisius has to be able to handle them without getting in foul trouble. Conversely, you want to get St. Bonaventure in foul trouble because they are so physical. They've already committed 38 fouls on the year. And lastly, when the Griffins do get to the line, they got to make their free throws. They shot under 60% in their first game against Boston University. Last year, they shot around 70%. That would be much better. That's where they want to be today. These have been the keys of the game, brought to you by Key Bank. Unlock your possibilities. Now we're going to send it right back to Jay Moran.
Well, I'm not totally sure if I'm being heard. You can hear me okay? You can hear me? Well, we seem to be having some trouble with our monitor down here, but whatever the case may be, we'll continue with our broadcast here as the Griffs get ready to take on St. Bonaventure here from the Kessler Athletic Center. And they're just announcing the starting lineups. Let's get into those really quickly. For St. Bonaventure, starting for them in the backcourt, it'll be Charlon Kloop, the 6'3" junior from Suriname. Also in the backcourt, Matthew Wright, a 6'4" junior from Toronto. Front line, Chris Johnson, 6'5" from Nova Scotia. And then will
Coaching
be
the Griffs
on
in
the
his
front
first
line,
season is Mr. Jim Barron. He's assisted by Pat Clark,
and
Brett
Dave.
Dupree, and Mike Managa.
Yep, we're totally out
And
of
Mike
power.
Isolino. The team's athletic trainer is Paul Insulaco.
And there we go. We've got power. And we're probably back up on our webcast. We'll have to reconnect to our friends at 1400 as well. Dave, why don't you carry along with our starting lineups while you have a moment.
For the Golden Griffins, we mentioned Harold Washington at a guard. They'll be playing a 3-guard system. Leading the offense, Billy Barron, number 12, 22, Isaac Sosa. And up front, the two big guys will be Chris Manhertz and number 35, Jordan Heath.
And special times, Stanley Simpson.
Heath and Manhertz, big job cut out for them today, as they will have to deal with the big guys from Bana.
This game started with our ceremonial opening tip.
All right, we are talking, and we should be, there we go. All right, very good. Sorry for the technical difficulties for those listening along the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network as we're getting ready to jump things up with Canisius and St. Bonaventure. Number 1 is 61. Dave, you remember your first Bonaventure game?
I absolutely do. It was down in Olean. I was just a wet-nosed freshman in the dorms at Canisius, and I got into a car with a bunch of upperclassmen having absolutely no idea what was going on. And it was fun. It was a very, very good time. A long drive down Route 16, as I mentioned, into the bustling metropolis of Olean.
And one thing we know for sure is it was a loss for Canisius because the Griffs went over a half a century without winning in Olean. Of course, breaking that back in 1994 with John Beeline as head coach. And actually that man right there, Jim Barron, was the head coach of St. Bonaventure at the time. Now he's here at Canisius, and we're glad to have him along with us. Jim Barron, his first year at Canisius, of course, a Bonaventure grad. Spent a good portion of his head coaching career at St. Bonaventure as well. Well, we're ready for the opening tip. And again, we apologize for some technical difficulties we may have had staying connected here early on. But hopefully we're up and running. Jordan Heath against Yusu Endai. And Endai able to come up with the opening tip for St. Bonaventure, the Bonnies, and the Road Browns. Going from our right to our left. Kloop. Get it over to right on the far side. Now to Chris Johnson. Into the near corner. Charlon Kloop. Back at the top of the key. Endai. Hands off to right. Left-handed dribble. Gets inside. Kicks to the corner. Open jumper. Conger. Short. Rebound. Billy Barron for Canisius.
There's the Griffs again. Guards coming in, crashing in, making sure they know what's going on with the ball before they leave.
Jordan Heath underneath, goes up, can't put it home. Manhertz has his hands on the ball, but loses it out of bounds, and it'll be Bonaventure basketball.
Well, if the first 37 seconds are any indication, they're going to let them play basketball today. They're not going to clutter this game up with a bunch of fouls, which might be bad for the Griffs.
That's most certainly, we know Bonaventure will have a distinct physical advantage. Bigger, more athletic team. Endai, the biggest of the bunch at 7 feet. He has the ball in the low block, and he travels, trying to adjust his feet to go for that jump hook, and it's a turnover for the Bonnies.
A good job by Jordan Heath there, Jay, as he did not allow Endai to get his feet moving. Had made him pick up his dribble, stop, and drag that back foot.
Billy Barron being hounded by Charlon Kloof. Barron into front court, slows it up. Barron uses a ball screen, gets into the paint, goes to the rack, lays it up and in. 2-0 Canisius.
Nice double pick at the top of the key for Barron. Made use of it right down into the paint in the bucket.
Now looking to drive is Johnson, and he gets inside off the baseline and good. Chris Johnson ties it at 2 apiece. Barron will walk it up for the Griffs. St. Bonaventure showing man for man. Griffs won here 2 years ago against St. Bonaventure, lost last year at Olean. Barron at the top of the key. Left-handed dribble, pushes off and gets called for the push-off on Charlon Kloof.
Well, there's a prime example, Jay, of what I've talked about many times. Kloof with a little bump first. Barron goes back and he tries to establish some more room. Kloof right in and didn't allow him to do it, and he got called for the foul.
Inbounding the ball, Demetrius Conger, one of the seniors for this Bonaventure team. Gets it to Charlon Kloof, the junior. Over to Matt Wright. Wright backs off on the dribble, crosses over, tries to get in the paint against Sosa. Turnaround 10-footer, goes down. Matthew Wright makes it 4-2 Bona.
Defense breaking down just a little bit at the top of the key for the Griffs. They're going to have to really tighten up and pick people up when they come through.
Top of the key, Manhertz for Canisius. Hands it off to Harold Washington on the far side. Washington to Billy Barron. Over to the near side, Sosa. He'll take that three. Nothing but net. Isaac Sosa, 5-4 Canisius.
Shooting so important for the Griffs tonight, Jay. They are going to have to make their shots and make foul shots as this game progresses.
Isaac Sosa, the transfer from Central Florida. Endai down low, and a push is going to go against Jordan Heath. Jim Barron does not like the call at all.
I think he walked before the play. And I think Coach Barron has a complaint here. I think Endai walked before he was fouled, if he was fouled at all. Take a look at it. The ball comes inside nicely.
Oh, yeah.
Sure, right there. Sure, right there.
Left
Ball's
foot.
not on the ground, and both feet left the ground. That's a walk.
Conger to right. He pump fakes, looks to get inside, kicks to the wing. Johnson from 3. Nothing but net, Chris Johnson. 7-5 Bona. Chris Johnson with 5 for Bonaventure. Barron backs into front court. Kloof gets screened off by Manhertz. Barron looks to attack. His scoop shot no good, but a foul called against St. Bonaventure. And it will be against Endai.
Foul against Endai, and he was really mismatched there. Take a look at this. Barron gets the pick. He's overmatched underneath. They can't match Barron's speed, and he has to body him out right out of bounds. So good job by Billy Barron.
So Billy Barron will go to the line to shoot 2. Shot 83% from the line last year at Rhode Island, and he's perfect on his first. Josiah Heath coming in for Jordan Heath. Jordan already picking up 1 quick foul. Another opportunity for Barron. 7-6 Bonaventure. Our officials tonight, Jeff Janisic, Mike McCloskey, Doug Abrahamian. And they're going to have a long night ahead of them. Barron makes that one at 7 apiece. Barron with 4 points.
Griffs pressing after the made free throws.
Kloof dribbles through that pressure, gets into front court. Kloof finds the open man Johnson. He lays it up and in. 9-7 Bona.
Johnson with 7 of Bona's 9 points. I'm sure will be a point of emphasis for the Griffs to watch him.
It's kind of a tough matchup for the Bonaventure, or for the Griffs, I should say. At 6'5", kind of a forward/guard. Washington Into the corner, Josiah Heath. Back out to the top, Billy Barron. 15 to shoot. Griffs trail 9-7 here in first half action. Pass deflected by Kloof and stolen. Kloof looks to attack the rack and jams it home. Oh my. 9, make that 11-7 Bonaventure.
Little lazy pass out there by Barron. He found himself in a little bit of trouble. Little lazy pass to Heath. Heath, no way he could get to it. And Bonham makes Canisius pay for it.
Barron in the front court. Kicks over to the near wing to Manhertz. Back to the top to Barron. Barron rises up. He'll take a three. In and out, no good. Manhertz with the offensive rebound, but a foul will go against Chris Manhertz, I believe, for a push-off. Yep. Manhertz picks up his first, the third on the Griffs. 16:02 remaining. 11-7 is the score. Bonaventure in the lead.
It's important for the Griffs here not to just get taken out of the game early. They've got to stay close and match them at this point.
Conger down low, gave up his dribble. Back out to Wright on the far side. Wright dribbles to the top of the key. Over to the near wing to Kloof. Washington on Kloof. Kloof backs off on the dribble, tries to get inside. Bumped, and a foul will go against Harold Washington. And we'll go to break. 15:38 remaining. It'll be Bonham basketball when we come back. St. Bonaventure leads Canisius 11-7. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
I love you so, my precious dear. You fill my life with joy and cheer. But you seem so sad despite my doting when winter roads give you a salt coating. Because salt will eat you up and down. It turns your fenders crusty brown. It snacks on chrome, nibbles on steel. And if it could, it would eat your wheel. So it's off to Delta Sonic to restore our bliss. Their best touchless car wash is called Super Kiss. Polished, protected, and all salt-free, Delta Sonic returns my love to me. Shiny, sparkling, looking like new. Delta Sonic Car Wash cleaned your underside, too. And with their famous 5-day guarantee, I can come back and do it again, free. So when the weather is wicked, give Delta Sonic a try, or you may have to kiss your love goodbye. Delta Sonic, the kissing clean car wash.
Proud sponsors of Canisius College Athletics.
The first Canisius Cage Club luncheon of the year will be held December 4th from 12 to 1:30 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency downtown. And the guest speaker will be former Canisius assistant coach and former NBA head coach Stan Van Gundy. The cost is $25 per person, or you can purchase a table of 8 for $200. To reserve your spot, log on to gogriffs.com or call 716-888-2972 during regular business hours.
Yeah, looking forward to hearing from Stan Van Gundy about his days here with Nick McCartrick, of course, is the head coach. And obviously, Stan Van Gundy has gone on to have some nice success in the NBA, both with Miami and the Orlando Magic, and now is, like a lot of coaches, he's an analyst.
Thought you were going to say unemployed.
Like some would say it's the same. Marquise Simmons, big senior into the game for Bonaventure. Jump shot Conger, no good. Washington off to the races, up to the rebound. Attacks the rack, he is fouled. Harold Washington will go to the line to shoot 2.
Quick move by Washington, took it right to the hole. And fouled inside by Johnson. Take a look at this. Look at this right there. Just a quick move inside. Johnson's beaten. He had nothing to do but grab the arm.
So Harold Washington at the line to shoot 2. Knocked down 78% of his free throws last year for Canisius. Scored 17 in that opener on Monday against BU. But the Griffs, who struggled mightily at the line against Boston University, 14 of 26, are 0 for 1 to start this game. Or 1 for 2, I should say. Another opportunity by Washington, and he knocks it home. Harold, his first point of the game. 11-8, Bonaventure. Charlon Kloof brings it into front court. Over to the far side, right. Left-handed dribble, pulls up, 17-footer. Nothing but net, wow. 13-8, Bonaventure.
Right, a deft shooting touch from about 15 to 18 feet. And, you know, he just got himself open, squared up, and drained it.
Harold Washington, top of the key, Jordan Heath. Both the Heath brothers out there right now for Canisius. Sosa uses a screen. He'll take that jumper. Nails it just inside the arc. Cuts the lead to 13-10.
Nice move by Sosa. Gets the ball off a pick, on the run, straight up, and drains it. Good shooting by Sosa today.
Conger dribbles inside, loses the handle, double dribble. Double dribble against Demetrius Conger. And it'll be another turnover for St. Bonaventure, their second. And let's see, subs coming into the team. Elshwan Himes off the bench for Canisius. How do you like Elshwan in that role coming off the bench?
I actually like it a lot, and part of it is that his motor's running when the game starts. So when he gets in there, he's ready to work hard, and he does.
He's got it on the near wing at 15 against Boston University the other night. And the ball knocked free here, and they're going to say it's off Himes. Turnover, Canisius.
Wow.
Kind of dribbled into some problems there. Ball most certainly was deflected, but they say last off of Himes. 13-10 the score. St. Bonaventure with the lead. Charlon Kluk over to the far side to Michael Davenport. Davenport, left-handed dribble, gets it in the paint, goes to the rack. Charge! Elshwan Himes takes one for the team, the charge against Michael Davenport.
And I like that aspect of Himes' game this year. He's playing good defense. He's playing tough. Watch this, how he just moves right into the path there. He steps in, plants himself. Great play by Elshwan Himes.
Just outside that little restricted area underneath the basket. And it's a turnover for St. Bonaventure, their third team foul. Himes, far wing, gets it inside to Jordan Heath. Heath goes down low, puts it on the floor, gets it back, has a shot block, gets it back, and they're going to say he was on the end line when he caught that rebound. It'll be Bonaventure basketball.
A little bit of inexperience there on Heath's part. He gets himself caught a little too far underneath there, and he put the ball down on the dribble, Jay, and I hate seeing that with these big guys. You know, you're taller than everybody else in there, just take the ball straight up, protect it. The worst that can happen is you're going to get fouled.
Charlon Kluk checks out for Bonaventure. Eric Mosley, a 5'10 senior from Louisville, comes in. Right, got away with a walk, kicks to the corner. They look to get it inside, and it's intercepted by Jordan Heath.
Great defensive play by Heath. Read the pass, and just with those big arms came over and just snatched it out of the air.
Billy Barron out near center court, his team down by 3. Barron to Heath. Josiah Heath from top of the key, his jumper no good. Rebound pulled away by Marquise Simmons. Outlet to Mosley. Mosley with a left-handed dribble over to the near side, hands off to Conger. Conger hands to right, he's open from 3. Front rim no good, rebound, tapped around, pulled away by Josiah Heath. Barron into front court, ahead. Sosa from 3, nails it, we're tied at 13.
I'll tell you what, Jay, the Griffs just riding the hot hand of Isaac Sosa tonight, and they might as well ride it for as long as they can.
Conger gets inside, shot block, oh!
Terrible.
Jordan Heath with the block. Unless he got him with the body, Dave, that was not a foul.
I think this is automatic. Watch this. When your hand comes down, watch him. I don't think he gets it with anything, but the hand comes down and they're going to call it.
Wow.
See, I just think that's just an automatic on some of these officials.
If he hit his arm, he hit the left arm that was extended. Conger extended his left arm. He hit the left arm, not the shooting arm. But Conger goes to the line to knock down the first free throw. But more importantly for Canisius, Dave, that's Jordan Heath's second foul, and he is headed to the bench.
Bring back Manhertz. Had a little bit of a rest, probably just what he needs for a game like this.
Gonna have his hands full out there today. Conger ups the lead to 15-13 as he knocks down both foul shots. So on the floor for Canisius, Josiah Heath, Chris Manhertz, Himes, Sosa, and Washington. Billy Barron gets a little bit of a break right now for the Griffs.
Harold Washington is just so quick.
Oh. And he draws the foul back in front court. 12:43 remaining, and Mark Schmidt looks on in disbelief for St. Bonaventure. Reggie Groves is going to check in now for Canisius. That foul goes against Eric Mosley. Sosa will go out. Isaac with 8 points already in this game, equaling the amount he scored against Boston on Monday. Manhertz in the far corner, dribbles out and hands off to Groves. 15-13 Bonaventure. Washington for 3, nails it. Griffs back in the lead, 16-15.
Tell you, I don't know if there's anybody we're going to see this year that can shoot the ball as well on the run as Harold Washington does.
Jordan Gathers into the game now, sophomore guard from Los Angeles. Mosley gives it up to Gathers. Gathers with left-handed dribble. No look pass inside is intercepted by Washington. Washington off to the races, attacks the rack. Counted if it goes, it does not. Harold Washington will go to the line to shoot 2.
Wow. Quick hands, quick move, just turns on the burners. Boy, oh boy. Take a look at this. The steal, we didn't see the steal, but look how quickly he comes inside and he goes straight up, protects the ball with his body. Came very close to draining that shot too, but he'll go to the line for 2. He's 1 for 1, 1 for 2 at the line.
Jordan Gathers gets the foul, 5th team foul against St. Bonaventure. Both teams already in a little bit of team foul trouble, both at 5, and we're not even 8 minutes into the game. Harold, 4 points already, make it 5. Harold Washington, 2nd team All-MAC last year. First Griff to be a 2nd team All-Conference player since 2005. Kevin Downey the last to earn that honor.
And it kind of just impresses upon you the kind of year he had.
Right.
For a team that wasn't that good.
Won 1 game in the conference,
yeah.
Right? Washington hits the first, misses the second. 17-15 Canisius. Walking it up now, Eric Mosley for St. Bonaventure. Mosley uses the screen, dribbles over to the far side. Back to the top to Conger. Dribble handoff to Johnson. Johnson tries to penetrate, kicks to the wing, and knocked out of bounds. It's off of Mosley. It'll be Griff basketball when we come back. 11:53 remaining in the first half. Canisius leads Bonaventure 17-15. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
Hungry for Buffalo's biggest sandwich? Then stop by Dagwood's, located across the street from the Kessler Athletic Center. Winner of the Buffalo News Reader's Choice Award for Buffalo's best sandwich, Dagwood offers you an outstanding selection of breads, cheeses, and deli meats to complete the biggest and best sandwich you have ever sunk your teeth into. Call 882-8628 to place your order now. We do deliver. Remember, if it's not a Dagwood, it's only a sub. Proud sponsor of Canisius College Athletics.
ComDoc wants to help your organization print responsibly. Printing responsibly is not just about decreasing paper output. It's about increasing efficiency and controlling costs with the right mix of digital imaging products, services, and solutions. Efficiency up, costs down, green all around. To talk to a local sales representative, call 716-689-0202 or visit online at comdoc.com. ComDoc, a proud sponsor of Canisius College Athletics.
The Blue and Gold Fund is the official fundraising effort of the Canisius College Athletic Department. Your donations help with recruitment, financial aid, and facilities. Call 716-888-2972 to become a part of this great group of Canisius supporters.
And I want to take a moment right now to take a time out to identify ourselves across the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network. A little note to our producer, Brian Mazurowski, back at 1400, that we will take a time, 10 seconds, for a legal ID. 17-15 Canisius with the lead here against St. Bonaventure. 11:47 remaining in the first half. Alshwan Himes with the basketball. Dribbles over to the near wing, carries on with that dribble, down to the baseline, back out to Josiah Heath, to Reggie Groves. Groves looks to attack, gets inside, count it! Reggie Groves going to the line, a chance to finish a three-point play.
This is what the Griffs need. They need good, solid production off the bench. Take a look at Reggie here. Splits the defenders, puts it straight up, lays it high off the glass, gets the foul, kiss off the glass and 2.
And that foul against Eric Mosley, who picks up 2 quick fouls, is a sub roll, and he'll go to the bench. 19-15, Reggie Groves goes to the line. Back rim, no good. Endai with the rebound for St. Bonaventure. Back in the front court. Conger out at the top. Manhurst has that defensive matchup. Gathers, being hounded by Groves. Now to Kloof. Charlon Kloof, near side. Dribbles to the top. Tries to feed it inside to Endai. Endai loses the handle, has to run it down, and then it's stolen by Reggie Groves. Groves in the front court. Ahead to Himes. Himes thought about the 3, thinks better of it. Gets it inside, but Manhurst can't handle the tough pass. And a turnover for Canisius.
Tough pass to handle as it came in high and hard. And if you're running through the paint like that, you're getting bumped a little bit. It's really tough to hang on to that ball. Good idea on both parts, but just didn't happen.
5th turnover for Canisius. 19-15 they lead, however, with 10:55 remaining. Matthew Wright, far side. Gets by Groves, dribbles onto the baseline, then back out. Endai at the top, dribble handoff to Kloof. Swings it back over, near side to Johnson. Down low to Endai. Endai against Heath, down low. Endai looks to get it to the cutter, and it kicks out to Wright. He takes an open three. Front rim, no good. Rebound, Josiah Heath for Canisius.
Good defensive job by the Griffs, making them take a quick three-pointer, one they had not planned on taking.
Harold Washington, pump fake, goes baseline, gets it to Manhertz. Manhertz goes up and puts it home. 21-15 Canisius.
Harold Washington, quick move underneath, didn't have anything, dished it off to Manhertz. Manhertz with that bulk under the basket just went up strong.
Kloof attacks, kicks to the corner. Conger open for three, in and out, no good. Endai with the offensive rebound. Hands off, Wright, he'll take that open three. He misses badly. Rebound, Conger gets it, his putback goes down. Demetrius Conger, 4 points, 21-17 the score.
Griffs allowed 3 defensive or offensive rebounds there, and if you allow that many offensive rebounds against a team like St. Bonaventure, you're going to end up paying for it, and they did that time.
Groves dribbles down low, and back out to the top it goes to Himes. Himes will take that three. Back rim, no good, off the glass. And here comes Wright. Grips up by 4, Conger at the top. Dribbles down to the baseline, cut off by Manhertz. Top of the key, Endai. He hands it to Wright. Wright, left-handed dribble, tries to get inside, cut off. Now to Chris Johnson, to Conger at the top. Demetrius Conger puts it on the floor, tries to attack. His runner off glass, no good. Chris Johnson, though, on the follow, tips it home for his 9th point. 21-19 Canisius.
We see the strength of this St. Bonaventure team coming out right there, Jay. They've got 3 guys under the basket that are just big bodies, strong, and they can jump, and they're athletic.
Groves on the near side, 9 minutes to play first half. Top of the key, Josiah Heath. Far wing left side, Heath, or Himes rather. Top of the key, Washington can't handle the pass, recovers. 14 to shoot. Washington gets in the paint, goes to the rack with the left, no good. And then a foul on the glass. It will go against Chris Manhertz for Canisius with 8:47 remaining. That'll be his 2nd foul.
That's number 2 on Manhertz. Take a look at this. The ball goes up and Manhertz over the top, and end guy, pretty big guy there. He's 7 foot tall. He's going to have to use him a little bit to climb up on over him.
So 2 fouls on Manhertz, 2 fouls on Jordan Heath, and of course Freddie Espria, the Griff's other big guy, not available. He's suspended for 3 games. So that brings in the sophomore, rarely used Tyrell Edwards. Kloof looks to get inside to Conger. Conger lays it up, misses, but a foul will go against Canisius. Somebody pushed Conger in the back when he went up, and I think that's against Harold Washington.
Washington's 2nd foul, Jay. Take a look at this under the basket. A lot of action under the basket. Ball goes up, and a little foul underneath. I didn't see it, but I'll have to take their word for it.
So that puts Conger back to the line, and he knocks the lead down to 1, 21-20. Foul troubles for the Griffs, 2 on Manhertz, 2 on Washington, 2 on Jordan Heath. And Tyrell Edwards at 6'5", the sophomore from Hamilton, Ontario, on the floor. We're tied now at 21 as Conger knocks down both. Billy Barron back on the floor, along with Sosa and Himes, your guards. Your forwards, Josiah Heath and Tyrell Edwards. Josiah Heath, top of the key. Hands off now to Barron. Barron looks to penetrate, kicks to the corner. That's Himes. Back to Barron. Barron looks to go baseline. Barron gets inside, shot rejected by Marquise Simmons and out of bounds. 8:05 remaining, 11 on the shot clock. It'll be Griff basketball.
Billy Barron got himself in among the trees and had to throw up a shot, and fortunately for him, it was blocked out of bounds. They get to keep the ball. Take a look. Takes it inside. Look at the big guys in there. He's up, and wow.
8 to shoot. Sosa has it off the top. 6 to shoot. He travels. Wow. Now Sosa pump faked and got his man in the air and then drew contact. Often that's called a foul. This time that's called a travel.
Wow.
And it'll send us to break. It'll be Bonaventure basketball when we come back. 7:58 remaining. 21 apiece between Canisius and St. Bonaventure. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
The following is a moment from a therapy session with Pepsi Next.
Okay, this is the first session with Pepsi Next. Now, why did you come to see me?
Well, Doctor, I've been feeling a little misunderstood.
Yes? And why is this?
I guess it's because I have all the real cola taste, but 60% less sugar than regular Pepsi. I'm not diet, I'm not regular. I'm Pepsi Next. They don't understand me.
This seems as though we are dealing with a cola complex. What we need is to make the world believe you're your own cola.
But they don't believe me. I keep telling people I'm a delicious cola, but they don't seem to get it.
Well, have they actually tried you?
So what you're telling me is that if they drink it, they'll believe it.
Precisely.
Pepsi Next. Real cola taste, 60% less sugar than regular Pepsi, and crazy enough to be true. Head to facebook.com/Pepsi Next to learn more. Drink it to believe it.
I'm Kyle Ferrara, back here at the Kessler Athletic Center with you, where the Griffs and Bonnies are all tied at 21 here today. This is the 161st meeting between the two teams on the men's side in basketball. Only the 5th here at the CAC, however. In fact, the first time was back in 1995 when Coach Barron was the coach of St. Bonaventure. So we've got a good matchup here today between two familiar teams. Back to Jay now.
And that particular game, Coach Barron coming out with a win back in 1995 here. I believe that's the only time, yes, it'll be the only time that he has coached here. Until, of course, he became the Canisius coach. Canisius comes out in a 2-3 zone out of the timeout. Matthew Wright over on the far side. Dribbles back out to the top. Griff's in foul trouble here in the first half. Wright at the top of the key. Pump fakes. Floater inside. Good. Nicely done. Matthew Wright with 6 points.
Wright has such a nice touch when he just gets inside the arc. I don't know if he can shoot the three, but inside the arc, he has a very, very nice touch.
8 straight points for St. Bonaventure, and they lead by 2. Billy Barron in the front court. And it looks like he just came up lame. It looked like he twisted his ankle. Sosa off a screen, takes a 3, no good. Rebound pulled away by Wright. And here come the Bonnies. Wright gets it in the paint, goes to the rack. Contact all over the place. What do we have? And a charge will be called against Matthew Wright.
I think Billy Barron is fine. Take a look here. Wright gets all the way up and is out of control totally. He has nowhere to go. I think Barron is okay. I think he's just annoyed that he's getting banged all the way up the floor.
Barron in the front court. Uses a screen from Edwards. Barron goes behind the back with the dribble. Then kicks to Edwards. He thought about the 3. Now he'll take a 15-footer. Knocks it down. Tyrell Edwards, his first Division I basket. And it ties the game at 23.
And he did it well, too. One dribble, square up, and drain it.
Wow. Bonaventure with the basketball. The Griffs back in that 2-3 zone look. They went exclusively man against Boston the other night. Now Chris Johnson open from 3, and he knocks it down. Chris Johnson with a hot hand this afternoon. It's 26-23 Bona. Chris Johnson with 12 points for St. Bonaventure. Barron in the front court. Uses a screen from Heath. Barron gives up in the corner to Sosa. Sosa dribbles out of trouble. Back out to Barron at the top. 6:06 remaining first half. Elshwan Hines, top of the key, uses a screen. Back to Heath. Heath over to the near wing. Barron left alone from 3. Count it. 26 apiece.
Good ball movement by the Griffs around the perimeter. And finally Heath gets it. And he makes a clumsy little pass over to Barron, but he gets it and drains a 3.
Matthew Wright tries to get in the paint, and he travels. Pulled that pivot foot. And it's another turnover for Bonaventure. That's their 8th.
Griff's doing a very, very good job defensively. When they've had defensive letdowns, Jay, they've been made to pay for it with 3-pointers or easy baskets underneath or fouls. But when they're playing tough, they're playing very, very good defense against these Bonnies. I'm sorry.
Nicely done. Barron in the front court. Uses a screen, then passes out of the double team to Edwards. He'll take a 3. Front rim, no good. Long rebound. Run down by Isaac Sosa for Canisius. Fresh 35 on the shot clock. Barron, top of the key, Heath. Over to the near wing to Sosa. Thought about the 3, thinks better of it. He puts it on the floor, swings it back over to Hines. Elshwan trying to get away from his man. Elshwan swings it to Heath. Open from 10, no good. Rebound controlled by Chris Johnson, and he looks to push. Johnson in the front court. Johnson gives it up to Conger. He pulls up at the elbow. His jumper, back rim, no good. Rebound, Isaac Sosa for Canisius. Sosa having trouble coming up with the handle, but finally grabs hold of it.
There's a good argument for stick-to-itiveness. He didn't give up on that ball, and he was able to hold on to it. Kicked it, kneed it, legged it, but it came up with it in the end.
Billy Barron drives and draws contact from St. Bonaventure. And this will be a 1 and bonus coming up for Billy Barron as Charlon Klug picks up his first foul.
That's a very good call. Take a look at this. He's running with him all the way, and he's grabbing on him. He's all the way on him here. Watch this. Yeah, he's pushing into him, bodying him up, and finally he tries to sell the charge as nobody's buying it.
Matthew Wright will take a seat for St. Bonaventure. Jordan Gathers comes back into the game. Barron, his first of the line, is good. 8 points for Billy Barron, and the Griffs back in the lead, 27-26.
Barron 3 for 3 from the line so far tonight.
Barron second, perfect. Griffs up by 2, 28-26. They've led by as many as 5. Bonaventure is led by as many as 5. Canisius staying in that 2-3 zone. Got a small team out there right now. Mosley will take a 3, top of the key, nails it, and Bona back in the lead, 29-28.
We got to figure Mosley's on the team for some reason, and that could be it right there because he drained that 3.
Barron in the front court. Carries on with the dribble to the near wing to Edwards. Back out to the top to Barron. Barron uses the ball screen. Keeps his dribble alive. 17 to shoot. 4:07 on the game clock. Bona leads by 1. Himes pulls up his jumper. Front rim no good. Josiah Heath with the offensive rebound. Finds a cutting Alshwan Himes who lays it up and in. Griffs back in the lead, 30-29.
A great look from Heath underneath the basket. He saw out of the corner of his eyes that Himes was cutting. Gave him a sweet pass and laid up off the glass.
Mosley being hounded by Sosa. The Griffs go back man on this possession. Gathers, left-handed dribble to the top. Edwards on him. Gathers, gives it up to Mosley. He'll take that 3, and he knocks it down with a man in his face. 6 for Eric Mosley, 32-30 Bona.
Yep, like I said, he's there for a reason. That could be it.
He was 3 of 7 from 3 coming into this game, and he's knocked down 2 already tonight. Alshwan Himes, he'll take a 3. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Chris Johnson for St. Bonaventure. Conger in the front court. Looks to get inside, gives it up on the wing. Again, Mosley from 3. Again, he makes it. Timeout called by, I believe, Canisius, whatever the case, would keep it right here. Yep, it'll be on the Griffs. 3:03 remaining, 35-30. Eric Mosley with 9 points.
Well, Mosley came in and 3 times was open from deep 3 range, and each time hit it, and each time nobody got out on him quickly, and I am quite sure with trailing 3 by 5 that the Griffs are going to, coaching staff's going to deal with this. I want to correct something that I said last game that was wrong.
All right.
I know my good friends Tom and Gemma Donnellan are listening down in Hamburg. Tom, in fact, is a Golden Griffin. He got his master's here at Canisius and is a big Griffin fan. So I say thank you to them for listening, as well as Don Lynch and Kim Burnett down in either Virginia or Florida. I don't know where they are. And Tony Perito in my old hometown of Louisville, Kentucky. Listen.
And it's another product of Louisville, Kentucky, Eric Mosley, who's lighting it up here. He's scored the last 9 points for St. Bonaventure. And they have taken a 5-point lead, and with the ball being knocked out on the inbounds, we go to break. 3:02 remaining, St. Bonaventure leading Canisius 35-30. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
Latte Supreme. Premium espresso, a hint of cinnamon, and nutmeg flavor with whipped topping and cinnamon sprinkles. All for just $1.99. Pumpkin Spice Latte Supreme, now just $1.99 plus applicable taxes for a small. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, where quality meet value. At participating U.S. restaurants, offer available for a limited time.
The Courtyard by Marriott Buffalo will exceed the expectations of today's business and leisure travelers. Located at 4100 Sheridan Drive in Amherst, the Courtyard by Marriott is just minutes from downtown Buffalo, Niagara Falls, and the Buffalo Airport. For your convenience, they provide complimentary airport shuttle service, offer complimentary wireless and high-speed internet, and each morning they invite you to a hot breakfast in the Courtyard Cafe. Call 716-626-2300 for a reservation at the Courtyard by Marriott Buffalo, the premier hotel in Buffalo for business and leisure travelers.
Coming up on today's Subway Halftime Report, we'll chat with Steve Sansonis. Steve is the field site grounds at MetLife Stadium. He's an 08 undergrad and a master's grad of 2010. So he'll be our halftime guest on the Subway Halftime Report.
Well done, Dave. Making it happen. 3:02 remaining in this first half. The Griffs have done a nice job scoring the ball, but unfortunately the defense has fallen asleep a little bit on the last couple of possessions and allowed the Bonaventure squad to pull out to a 5-point lead here, 35-30. And of course, foul trouble, an issue for Canisius. They've got 3 players on the bench right now with 2 fouls apiece in Washington, Heath, and Manhertz. Sosa in the backcourt being pressured. Isaac, with left-handed dribble, gets it into front court. The Griffs will start their offense. Barron over to Sosa. He has 8 first-half points. Josiah Heath. Near wing, Reggie Groves. Groves swings it to Barron. He's open from 3. Front rim, no good. Rebound. Knocked free and controlled by Conger. A lot of contact inside there. Eric Mosley. The Griffs in a man-for-man. Reggie Groves picking up Mosley. Over to the near side. Jordan Gathers. Looks to go baseline. Dribbles down with the left hand. Finds Mosley. Another 3. Back rim, no good. Rebound. Tyrell Edwards for Canisius. Big possession here for the Griffs with 2:11 remaining. Barron to Groves. He'll take that 3 from the corner. Hits the side of the glass. No good. And here come the Bonnies. Mosley finds the open man, Conger. Conger thought about attacking. Now backs off. He's picked up by Edwards. Conger, left-handed dribble. Gets down inside. Gives it up to Gathers. Gathers back up to the top to Mosley. Mosley gets it inside to Endai, who misses the jam. I think Edwards may have gotten a piece of it as he went up for the jam. Whatever the case, the Griffs come back with the ball.
I think you're right. He loosened it a little bit, and he didn't have a good hold on it.
Big break there for Canisius. Groves looks to get inside. His floater off glass, no good. Heath with the rebound, and he is fouled. Josiah will go to the line to shoot 2. That's Endai's 2nd foul.
Endai, take a look at this. Quick move by Reggie. He gets by, and Endai lays up out the glass. Heath grabs it. Endai comes up and just grabs the arm. He just grabbed his arm before he even went up with the ball again. Forget the block.
So Josiah Heath at the line. Scoreless so far in this game is Josiah. But scoring is not really what they're looking for Josiah. I think it's defense and rebounding. Of course, had some big performances last year for the Griffs on the glass. Holds the freshman mark here at Canisius with 18 rebounds in 1 game against UMKC last year. 2 shots for Josiah. He knocks down the first. Cuts the lead to 35-31. Josiah shot 69% from the line last year. .90 seconds remaining in the first half. Josiah's second is also good. 35-32 the score.
2 big free throws from Josiah Heath. The Griffs need a stop here, I think.
Mosley in the front court to Johnson. Johnson crosses over, gets inside, goes to the rack, and floats it home. 14 for Chris Johnson, 37-32, Bono. Billy Barron, pressured, and has been pressured on the bounce all night long. Josiah Heath, top of the key, hands it off to Sosa. Sosa calling for a screen. Gives it up to Barron. Barron tries to get inside, and he walked. Turnover for Canisius, and that'll be turnover number 7.
Coach Barron is screaming, run the play, and apparently that was busted up in there, and Billy Barron had to react to it as best he could, and it was not that well.
Mark Schmidt will call his first half use it or lose a timeout. And we'll keep it right here, 56.7 seconds remaining. 37-32 the score. Another big game coming up on Tuesday for Canisius. Another crosstown rival. Don't know how many they can handle of these in a row. UB coming to town for a part of a men's women's doubleheader on Tuesday.
Rivalry week.
Indeed. Always fun, that's for sure. This has been a fun game so far, but you can kind of feel that this last minute of play, very important for Canisius to try to keep Bonner from extending this lead any further.
Well, yeah, you just don't want to let him run away with it here. You can't give him easy threes. You can't give him easy rebounds. You're going to have to battle.
Mosley will bring it up for St. Bonaventure, and he'll direct traffic. He sees the Grips are in a 2-3 zone. Matthew Wright over on the far side, into the corner to Conger. Thought about the three, and he walks. Big play. And Conger is going to go take a seat on the bench, I believe. Mark Schmidt not happy with that situation at all. That was an unforced turnover by Conger. Gathers comes in, and Kloof comes into the game. Actually, he'll switch the backcourt around as Mosley and Wright take a seat. So let's see if the Griffs can take advantage of that mistake. 37-32. Billy Barron. Gathers hawking him. Barron looks to penetrate and then has the ball knocked free and out of bounds. It'll be Griff basketball, 23 to shoot, 30.9 on the game clock.
Quick hands by Gathers as he got the hand in there and just stripped it right away from Barron.
Groves looks to inbound, gets it to Josiah Heath and knocked out of bounds again. Well, this will be a tough spot to inbound the ball over in that corner right next to the Bonaventure bench. Let's see, he'll do the honors. It'll be Barron. Barron gets it to Edwards. Edwards on the baseline, back out to Sosa. For Reggie Groves out near center court. He directs traffic with 16 on the shot clock. Groves uses a screen with the left-handed dribble. Step back jumper, air ball. Rebound is controlled by Bonaventure. Here comes Conger into front court. Conger, oh my, that's a double dribble. He gets away with it. Gets it inside to Simmons. Simmons, wave it off. He charges as Josiah Heath takes one for the team.
Good job by Heath, stepping right in there. Simmons put his head down. Josiah knew he wasn't going up. Take a look at this here. Yeah, there's a walk, and he steps right up in there. Boom. Had to happen. Good job by Heath.
Reggie Groves struggling to get the ball in. He finds Isaac Sosa, 7 seconds to go. Sosa in the front court, uses a screen. Sosa fires up a three. No good. Rebound pulled away by Conger, and that will not count. His 85-foot shot, well off the mark. As we go to half, Jim Barron has words for Doug Abrahamian as his team heads to the locker room here. 37-32 the score as both teams exit in front of a huge contingent of St. Bonaventure fans here. And I see Endai hobbling off as well. So some interesting subplots here at the Kessler Athletic Center tonight. We'll take a timeout. 37-32 the score. St. Bonaventure leading Canisius. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
Looking to spice things up? Then hurry to Subway for the Spicy Italian, the featured $5 footlong of November. Loaded with spicy pepperoni and Genoa salami on freshly baked Italian urban cheese bread. Try it fresh toasted with whatever you want, like melty cheese or crunchy green peppers. November only. The featured $5 footlong Spicy Italian joins our many other $5 footlongs. Subway. Eat fresh.
Limited time only, plus applicable tax. Prices and participation may vary. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Additional charge for extras.
As an official headwear licensee of the NFL, New Era is proud to present what many believe is the greatest invention in the history of football and caps, the New Era Football Cap. It's fit to be worn by the Buffalo Bills and all of the other 31 NFL teams on game day. Football and headwear will never be the same. Visit the New Era flagship store at 160 Delaware Avenue in downtown Buffalo for the New Era 5950 Bills Sideline Cap.
Hey fans, looking for a place to lace up the skates? Stop by the Northtown Center at Amherst, formerly Amherst Pepsi Center, where skaters of all ages and abilities take advantage of our daily public skates. Don't forget about our exciting Friday night lineup. Open skate at 8, twilight skate at 11:30. A monthly events calendar always available at the rink, or call 631-7555. The Northtown Center at Amherst, a proud supporter of Canisius College Athletics.
While you listen to this commercial, there are over 100,000 men, women, and children waiting for life-saving organ transplants. Sign up to become an organ, eye, and tissue donor and provide hope to those who wait. Please visit units.org to register as a donor on the New York State Donor Registry. And while you're there, learn about the many community blood drives in our area. It does matter who you donate with. Units. It's Western New York's only organ, eye, tissue, and community blood center. Units. That's UNYTS.org.
And welcome back to Canisius College basketball. An exciting first half here at the Kessler Athletic Center, with Canisius trailing St. Bonaventure 37-32. And here with my halftime guest, Steve, you want to show that beautiful face of yours to everybody? Yeah, you're on there. Steve Sansoni's with us here on Canisius College basketball. Stevie graduated out of here in 08, stayed around for 2 more years, did his master's here, Masters of Sports Administration. And to show what a success you can be if you come out of Canisius, you get a job at Siena as their facilities guy, and now at MetLife Stadium. Unbelievable, Steve. Just talk about what that's got to be like at, I would say, probably the premier facility in the NFL right now.
Well, it's a great honor. I feel lucky just to be in the spot that I am in right now. I obviously have to thank Canisius and Siena for where I am today, but it's amazing there. I mean, we have 2 NFL teams, the Jets and the Giants, obviously. My position, I'm in charge of taking care of the field and the transfer between Jets and Giants on a week-to-week basis. We have concerts. We did Bruce Springsteen over in September, 3 nights straight. We're doing WrestleMania in April. Soccer, we just did it on Wednesday, Brazil, Colombia. So it's exciting. It never stops there.
I think the one thing to note, because I've been to a couple of games there, and I've seen this transformation a little bit, is the fact that doesn't the whole place have to change when the Giants leave and it's Jets, so we got to get the green and the blue in there and all that?
It's unbelievable. There's 1 week to do it, and then if there's a Sunday to a Monday night game, there's 1 night to do it. So we work very fast. We have crews of about 20 laborers that go in with us, and the administration along with myself, and we will work as hard as we can to get it done. End zones change over, that's the biggest thing. All the field wall wrap, all the signs in the stadium, everything, the suite levels we got to change. There's over, I believe, 1,600 signs that change from Jets to Giants on a weekly basis or vice versa.
And if I'm not mistaken, you've got a Super Bowl coming up.
We do. Super Bowl January 2014, February, I apologize, 2014. So we're constantly actually getting ready. There's a Super Bowl committee located right in the building, and we work with them on thoughts and ideas to make sure that the first ever cold weather Super Bowl is going to be a success.
Hey, Howard, I'm just curious about that, to follow that up then. What are some of the thoughts that you guys are putting into it already? Like you said, no doubt it's going to be cold. It may not be snowing, but it's going to be cold.
Well, the funny thing was I just got an email on Sunday from the Super Bowl, last Sunday from the Super Bowl committee about what we're going to try to do to make sure that the field is playable, because that's what the NFL is scared the most about. They want a playable field, obviously the most safe conditions for their players. And we have been making sure we have giant snow melters that will be on staff. We have space heaters and field heaters for about the whole entire field. We'll tarp it. We basically have every precaution. We have unlimited budget for people that snow removal.
You're going to have a couple of shovels on hand, right? Don't forget those.
A lot of shovels.
You're a Western New York guy, you know.
Yes.
Sometimes there's nothing that replaces a shovel.
I did a lot of shoveling out here at the Dembski, so I'm pretty prepared for it.
And then finally, just your thoughts about the first half of this game here and just the overall, atmosphere that we're enjoying.
I'm a Griffs fan. When I went to Siena, I still followed them, and I still follow them up to date. Volleyball is in the MAC championships today. I think they're playing right now.
Yes, they are.
And with our game, Canisius is 1-0. They beat Boston, and it's a lot more fast tempo of a team, it seems, this year, and they have a lot of older players, a lot of leadership, and Billy Barron just at the point seems like he's a great player. I haven't been able to watch a lot of them, but it's been fun to watch so far.
All right, Stevie, well, it's great to see you again. We always saw you on those trips down to Albany, and I guess we'll have to see you down on these trips down in the metro area then.
Sounds great, Jay. It's great to talk to you.
All right, Steve Sansoni's with us. Class of 08, class of 10 in the Masters of Sports Administration program here at Canisius, and now he is the field site and groundsman at MetLife Stadium, and he'll be taking care of that Super Bowl for us next year. You can put your ticket requests in through me. 37-32 the score at the half. We'll take another timeout. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
The next time you're in downtown Buffalo, you have to check out the Pearl Street Grill and Brewery and the Brawlers Back Alley Deli. Hockey and hoop season is here. Be part of our amazing energy on game nights. With multiple floors, the Brawlers Deli pregame buffets, and more large screen televisions than you can count, we'll fit you in and have you ready to go before game time. Go to pearlstreetgrill.com for the latest info or call 716-856-2337. We look forward to seeing you at the Pearl Street Grill and Brewery. Need a partner to help get your message out in print? Contact the Zenger Group. The Zenger Group can assist with print jobs, big or small. Need new business cards, letterhead, envelopes? Want a new company catalog design printed and mailed? Zenger Group can do all of that for you. To speak with a sales representative, call the Zenger Group, 716-871-5432. Or visit online at Zenger.com. Think Zenger Group for smart print now. A proud sponsor of Canisius College Athletics.
Whether it's a Canisius basketball, hockey, or lacrosse game, you'll always find United Insurance rooting for the home team. And when it comes to auto, home, or business insurance, we hope you'll do the same. After all, we've been serving the area for over 100 years, providing quality insurance from companies like Hanover Insurance Company, one of the top insurers of cars and homes among independent agents. For auto, home, or business insurance, call the home team. Call 632-6118 and ask for Canisius alums Dave or Ed Julia. United Insurance, a proud sponsor of Canisius Athletics.
Best roast beef in the world.
Best roast beef in the world. Hey, did you hear that? Where's it coming from? Anderson's.
Yes, Anderson's. You know, Anderson's has always served good stuff, but that just got better. Their delicious fresh cooked roast beef just got even more nutritious.
That's right. Anderson's presents Vintage Farms Roast Beef, an all-natural roast beef that has no growth hormones, steroids, or pesticides. That means better taste and better nutrition. Good stuff is now great stuff.
Oh, yes it is. I want mine today on Kimmelweck with horseradish.
No way. You have to have it with cheddar on a hard roll.
Make mine a Carl's Choice. 5 ounces of succulent, tender, juicy roast beef. Yeah!
Whether it's lunch, dinner, party platters, or catering, Anderson's is the place to be for delicious homemade frozen custard and ice cream. And of course,
the best roast beef in the world!
And welcome back to halftime of Canisius College basketball. Jay Moran along with Dave Schofield. Halftime score, St. Bonaventure leading Canisius 37-32. That equals Bonnie's largest lead of the first half. The Griffs also led at 1 point by 5 points as well. Let's take a look at some of the stats here, Dave. There's Billy Barron taking it to the hoop.
Bill Barron in the lane early in the game, just takes it right up. Here's another play, a steal, and Mosley takes it up and jams it in. Kloof, I'm sorry. Here comes Barron again, gets it out right side. Sosa, and he drains it. Sosa, hot shooting hand in this half. Harold Washington with a 3 off the run. And Reggie Groves inside, fouled and lays it up off the glass. And Mosley with those 3-pointers, Jay hit 3 in a row from long range. And the Griffs, if he comes back in, are going to have to do something to quiet that noise down a little bit. 9 quick points out of Mosley. Bonaventure shooting 58% from the floor, 100% from the free throw line. The Griffs 37 from the floor, 73, a much improved 73. 12 rebounds for the Griffs, 17 for Bonas. They're out rebounding them. Turnovers 11 for St. Bonaventure, only 7 for the Griffs. 3 steals for the Griffs and only 1 for St. Bonaventure. So defensively, the Griffs holding their own against this St. Bonaventure team.
And before we go to break, we've got to give 10 seconds along the network here for our stations to identify themselves. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
Now's your chance to join 73,000 passionate Buffalo Bills fans at the Ralph and lift the team to victory. Individual game tickets are on sale now. Get yours by calling 1-877-BB-TICKS. That's 1-877-BBTICKS. You can also visit BuffaloBills.com, Ticketmaster.com, all Ticketmaster outlets, or the box office at Ralph Wilson Stadium. Buffalo Bills football. Lead the charge.
I have juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. One day there was a shortage of my medicine. Independent Health got right on it and found the medicine that I needed. and now it's shipped right to our house.
When the unexpected happens, expect the Red Shirt treatment. Independent Health is there to guide you through the healthcare system and help you get the answers you need. Learn more at redshirttreatment.com.
ComDoc wants to help your organization print responsibly. Printing responsibly is not just about decreasing paper output. It's about increasing efficiency and controlling costs with the right mix of digital imaging products, services, and solutions. Efficiency up, costs down, green all around. To talk to a local sales representative, call 716-689-0202 or visit online at comdoc.com. ComDoc, a proud sponsor of Canisius College Athletics. Looking to enjoy some delicious Northern Italian cuisine? Before the next Griff's home game, check out the casual atmosphere in the Della Terra restaurant at Avant. Located at 200 Delaware Avenue on the first floor of the Avant building, Della Terra is conveniently located near the entertainment district and is only a few minutes from the Canisius campus. Della Terra is open daily for lunch and dinner and has complimentary valet parking. For reservations, call 716-842-6100 or visit DellaTerraBuffalo.com. Reservations are recommended.
It's one of the most exciting moments of a young athlete's life. Putting on a new uniform, those school colors, that lucky number, the last name emblazoned on the back. It's almost as thrilling as the game itself. That's why when it's time to decide on uniforms for your team, you have to call AdPro Sports. AdPro Sports has all the Nike apparel and footwear your players love at prices that won't be beat. Call 854-5116 or visit adprosports.com today. AdPro Sports, elite team gear.
A proud sponsor of Canisius Athletics.
Kyle Ferrara back here with you as we're approaching the second half of action here between St. Bonaventure and Canisius. Currently, your Golden Griffins are down 5, 37-32. Let's go and take a look back and revisit those keys to the game brought to you by Key Bank that we brought you at the beginning of the first half. First, we talked about St. Bonaventure having that physical and size advantage over Canisius. Canisius has been able to stay with them physically, and to combat that size, we've seen a little bit of both Heath brothers on the floor at the same time. Another key was foul trouble. Not really much foul trouble for the Griffs so far. They have committed 7 fouls in that first half, but they're doing okay in that department. And lastly was to get better at the free throw line. We mentioned they shot below 60% in their opener. They're 8 of 11 in that first half. That's about 72, 73%. So in all three departments, they've done a pretty good job, and they're right here with St. Bonaventure. So we're going back to Jay and Dave for the second half.
As the Griffs are trailing 37-32 here at the Kessler Athletic Center.
The Canisius College bookstore carries the latest in officially licensed Golden Griffin apparel and gifts for family, friends, grads, and dads. If you have someone special attending Canisius, purchase one of their great gift cards. To shop the bookstore online, log on to www.canisius.bkstr.com. That's the Canisius College bookstore for all your Golden Griffin shopping.
And time for our Wendy's out-of-town scores. Quality is our recipe, Wendy's.com.
Jay Ryder leads Monmouth 62-60. That could very well be a final. I do not think it is yet. Iona and Wake Forest, Siena and Northern Kentucky later on in the evening. Marist, Columbia later on in the evening. And earlier today, Loyola defeated Norfolk State by a 65-49 score.
And also earlier today right here at the Kessler Athletic Center, Terry Zay's women's team losing 59-50 to Bucknell to fall to 1-2. His team will get another chance to even the record on Tuesday at 5:30. They'll take on Oakland. Of course, that's part of a doubleheader here at the Kessler Athletic Center at 8 o'clock or around 8 o'clock. The Griffs men's team will take on UB here at the Kessler. But right now we've got another 20 minutes of basketball, and hopefully they'll be as entertaining as the first 20 minutes here. Canisius and St. Bonaventure meeting 161 between these two teams. Bonaventure leads the series 97-63, but the teams have split the last 10. And Canisius will be going from our left to our right in this second half. Billy Barron, along with Harold Washington, Isaac Sosa, Jordan Heath, and Chris Manhertz on the floor to start things off. Manhertz on the elbow, hands off to Sosa. He'll take that jumper and he nails it. And they'll call it a 3, but there's going to be a disagreement between officials McCloskey and Abrahamian. And they're going to have to go over and review this. I thought, from my perspective, it was a 2.
Yeah.
I don't know what if we have a replay on it here. They don't have to check our replays anymore. They have an official. See if we can get it, but whatever the case.
Here comes. Let's take a look at that. Sosa outside. Whoa, it looks like he might have been outside. Or he might have been. Yeah, I think he might have been outside the line.
All right, well, we'll see what the. There's the official. That's a 2, they'll say.
Yep.
I don't know if you know this, folks, but there are secure cameras now in this facility that feed directly into that system, that replay system, just for those types of replays. Pretty sophisticated stuff, Dave.
And also, you better watch how you act at games here at the Kessler Center because of those secure cameras.
So it's 10 points for Isaac Sosa, 37-34 the score. Bonaventure with the basketball. The Grips in a man-for-man. Johnson, 14 first-half points. Endai tries to get it to go back door, and it's knocked away by Washington. 11 to shoot. It'll be Bonaventure basketball.
Actually, a pretty impressive look by Endai there as he got the ball inside. A little too much mustard on it, but he got it in there nicely.
Bonaventure on the baseline. They get it to Conger. It's deflected by Manhertz and out of bounds. It'll be Grip basketball. Good effort by Chris Manhertz.
Looks like the Griffs are coming out with a renewed vigor defensively and just trying to cut out those passing lanes and not give St. Bonaventure easy access to the basket.
And also, Dave, consider that the foul trouble limited Manhertz to 8 first-half minutes and Jordan Heath to just 6. And now they both get to go back out there to start in the second half. So the Grips able to quiet that storm, so to speak. Harold Washington looks to get inside, swings it to Barron. Barron, his floater, short. Rebound, tapped away, and Endai comes away with it. Wow. Big 7-footer, shows some good quickness there. Wright looks to attack, his layup good. In transition, Matthew Wright with his 8th point, 39-34 the score. Now Sosa looks to attack, count it if it goes, and it doesn't. Isaac Sosa will go to the line to shoot 2.
And if that's on Endai, that could be his 3rd. Yes, it is.
Wow. It sounds like the Grips had a plan to go in and attack Endai, and just like that, he picks up another foul.
And, you know, you might say, well, you know, he's not that, he's a 7-footer.
Yes.
With a real arms wingspan underneath there. He's something.
Isaac Sosa, perfect on the first. For Isaac, his first foul shot of the season. Endai goes out. Now, the one thing that Bonaventure has today, a 5th-year senior in Marquise Simmons, who comes in at 6'8", 230. It's not a bad trade-off, though. Like I said, it's a 7-footer in Endai who goes to the bench. Sosa knocks down the second. Isaac Sosa now with 12 points, 39-36 the score.
You lose 4 inches in height, but you gain about 8 inches in width.
Charlon Kloof. Kloof. Bounce pass inside to Simmons, and he lays it up and in. Nice pick and roll that time. Simmons with his first bucket, 5-point Bona lead.
And he just narrowly missed a block on that. Would have been a nice clean block.
Barron uses a screen from Manhertz over to the far side. Heath takes a 3, nothing but net. Jordan Heath, his first Division I tray, and it cuts the lead to 41-39.
Well, that was a thing of beauty.
Wow. Kloof tries to get inside. Bounce pass to Wright on the baseline. He gets trapped. Bounce pass goes to Simmons, and he lays it up and in. Simmons with 4 in the second half, 43-39 the score.
That was a nice little move by Simmons. Surprised he didn't score in the first half.
Barron calls for the screen from Manhertz and gets it. Barron looks to attack, gets inside. Ball stripped free, out of bounds, off of Barron's leg. Nope. Originally they had signaled in favor of Bonaventure. It'll be white basketball. Yep. And the first signal from official Janisic said.
Take a look here.
You'll see it yourself.
No, never. Yeah, I can't see from that. Doesn't look like it touched him.
Jeff Janisic had the best look of anybody. Now he's talking over with his fellow officials. But he initially did signal Bonaventure basketball and then overruled himself. It'll be Canisius basketball with 23 to shoot. They're down by 4. Harold Washington, far wing right side. Gets inside with the left hand and gets it to go. 7 for Washington, 43-41 the score.
A nice move by Harold Washington, reminiscent of what he was doing against Boston University on Monday.
Harold in that game with 22 points. Charlon Kloof gets it inside to Simmons. Simmons, nice catch, goes up and can't put the layup home. Jordan Heath clears for Canisius.
Nice rebound by Heath. Good strength to hold on to that ball.
Billy Barron. Over to Jordan Heath, left alone from three again. Front rim no good, and the ball goes up and hits the shot clock. That's out of bounds. It'll be Bonaventure basketball.
I'm not so sure that's a shot you want Heath taking every time down the floor. You made the one, great stuff, now get back underneath. You're 6'10".
2-point Bonaventure lead. Lead changed hands 9 times in the first half. Kloof. No look pass to Simmons, and he is fouled from behind by Billy Barron.
Good foul by Barron. Mismatch underneath. Marquise Simmons had the ball wide open, so give him a foul. You know, make him go to the line. Nice pass inside. Barron, yep, got it. He got the ball, but he pushed him from behind on the back. So, you know, try to get the ball, see if you can get away with it. If not, send him to the line.
Simmons came into the game 6 of 7 from the line. Bonaventure overall 64% from the line. They were very disappointed in their performance against Cornell the other night. They said that that's one of the reasons why they'll let the Big Reds stay in that game. 4-point contest. Simmons misses the first.
Well, I watched that, and Kloof hit some critical free throws at the end of the game to win the game for them.
Simmons, the big lefty from Washington, D.C. Gets that one to go down. 44-41 Bonaventure. Barron being pressured by Kloof. Barron spins away into front court. Bounce pass near side. Washington, top of the key, Manhurts. Bonaventure really heating it up defensively. Washington looks to go baseline. Gets inside, off glass, and good. 44-43 Bonaventure.
Harold Washington starting to heat it up a little bit for the Griffs. When he can get inside like that, it's going to open things up on the outside for the Griffs.
Conger on the far wing. Conger trying to get inside. Carries on with the dribble, gets low, goes up, and that shot is short, and a foul on the floor. Who's it go against? It's against Bonaventure. Not a good shot that time by Conger. You could see he had one agenda, and that was to shoot. He just kept pressing in with the ball and really forced up a shot and put his team at a disadvantage. Jordan Heath held his position and made that a very difficult shot. So the foul goes against Johnson, his second. Barron gives it up to Sosa, back to Barron. Griffs down by 1, 16 to play, second half. 18 to shoot. Manhurts at the top of the key. Manhurts tries to dribble away, hands off now to Sosa. Sosa thought about the three, thinks better of it. Gives it up now to Washington with 7 to shoot. Washington looks to go. Washington, his runner, does not go down. Rebound pulled away by Conger, and he looks to push. Conger in the front court to Simmons, can't handle the pass, out of bounds. It'll be Griff basketball when we come back. 15:37 remaining in this second half. Canisius trails Bonaventure 44-43. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
The Courtyard by Marriott Buffalo will exceed the expectations of today's business and leisure travelers. Located at 4100 Sheridan Drive in Amherst, the Courtyard by Marriott is just minutes from downtown Buffalo, Niagara Falls, and the Buffalo Airport. For your convenience, they provide complimentary airport shuttle service, offer complimentary wireless and high-speed internet, and each morning they invite you to a hot breakfast in the Courtyard Cafe. Call 716-626-2300 for a reservation at the Courtyard by Marriott Buffalo, the premier hotel in Buffalo for business and leisure travelers. Attention travelers, if you have a group that needs bus transportation, then Niagara Scenic Tours is the company to call. Whatever size group they're trying to move, Niagara Scenic Tours can accommodate your needs. Niagara Scenic Tours has both deluxe coaches and mini coaches, fully equipped with televisions, DVD players, and a lavatory. For more information, call 716-648-7766 or go online to niagarascenictours.net. Niagara Scenic Tours, the official motor coach company of Canisius Athletics.
Just a mile and a half from the Kessler Athletic Center at 1335 Main Street. Buffalo's Steak and Subs is open daily. They offer a great selection of subs, hoagies, tacos, and pizza. Call 716-884-7777 for free delivery, or if you're in the neighborhood, call ahead and use our curbside pickup.
St. Bonaventure with 13 turnovers in this game, 7 for Canisius. averaging just 12 turnovers per game in their first 2 contests. Griffs only turned it over 10 times against Boston University on Monday night. There's Doug Abrahamian. We know him well from the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference.
Who exclaimed that this is the first time he's ever been to Buffalo to referee a basketball game and seen the sun.
It's a beautiful day in Buffalo, that's for sure. But when isn't it? Especially when there's a basketball game going on. 44-43. Canisius trails St. Bonaventure. Griffs have the basketball. Manhart's out at the top of the key. Gives it up to Sosa. Sosa will take it. Contested 3. Back rim no good. Rebound controlled by Kloof. Kloof in the front court. Gets into the paint. Goes down low. Lays it up and in with the left hand. That's 4 for Charlon Kloof. 46-43 the score. Barron uses the ball screen, gets away from his man. Barron gets called for the travel. He's looking for contact before the shot, and unfortunately the call wasn't coming, and then he took the extra step and got called for the turnover.
Yeah, he's getting battered, bringing the ball up. He is getting battered. Nothing's been called, but he's got to put that out of his head and just play, run the play.
Got to play to conditions. Kloof out of the top. Washington has that assignment. Charlon Kloof looks to drive, and a charge called against Charlon Kloof. Harold Washington taking one for the team.
That's 2 on Kloof now. Take a look here. Washington steps in, and he just, well, actually, I don't think Harold had a big choice in that. Kloof just lowered the shoulder and pushed him, and 9 times out of 10, that doesn't get called. So that time they were on it, but he just lowered the shoulder and rolled into him.
So Kloof, his second foul, the 3rd team foul against St. Bonaventure in the second half. Barron in the backcourt. Now it's Jordan Gathers who will harass Billy Barron. Barron calling out signals as he brings it into front court, falls to the floor, and he calls a timeout to save the possession. And that will take us to a break as well with 14:27 remaining in this second half. St. Bonaventure leading Canisius 46-43. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
Griffs fans, you have a friend in Town Automotive Group. Town is a proud supporter of the Canisius College athletic programs. So stop by and see your friends at Town BMW Mini in Amherst and Town Chrysler Dodge and Jeep in Hamburg. Also visit the Auto Mall in Orchard Park for the Town Ford, Town Hyundai, and Town Lincoln Mercury and Town Mazda dealerships. Or visit on the web at townauto.com. For the best deals in town, see your friends in town.
With Town Automotive Group, you've got friends in town.
A proud sponsor of Canisius Athletics. One of the primary goals of the Canisius hockey program is to give back to the community. The Golden Griffins' charity of choice is Hasek's Heroes. Hasek's Heroes provides children who reside in the city of Buffalo with the opportunity to learn basic skating and hockey skills. Through teamwork, discipline, and skills building, kids enrolled with Hasek's Heroes develop confidence, self-reliance, and independence. To make an equipment or financial donation, call Executive Director Sean Green at 716-875-4820. Canisius College Hockey and Hasek's Heroes, helping less fortunate children succeed on the rink and in life.
Become a part of the Canisius College social media family by joining the Griffs on Facebook and Twitter. You'll get up-to-the-minute notes, scores, and there's plenty of inside information, including deals with Canisius corporate sponsors. Like us on Facebook.com/GoGriffs and on Twitter at Twitter.com/GoGriffs. On Twitter, use the hashtag Griffs to join our conversation.
And there's Coach Jim Barron. To say that he's intense on game day, understatement for sure.
Yep.
Doesn't look like he's breathing. But he's keeping his team in the game. Got through some tough foul trouble in the first half. And they trail by 3 right now. And Harold Washington just steps on the sideline. And it's a turnover for the Griffs. And for Canisius, it'll be turnover number 9.
And Coach Barron is talking over there to the official. And I'm sure what he's saying is at some point you really have to stop them from banging around on our players on inbounds plays. And Bona's a big, strong team. And if you have that reputation, you're going to get away with it a lot of the times.
Eric Mosley had 9 first-half points. He's in the game, all on threes. Demetrius Conger, big senior over on the near side. Manhurt's on him. Conger, double team, gets it back out to Gathers. Cross court to Mosley. He'll take a 3 from the corner, and he nails it. Eric Mosley with 12. 49-43 Bono.
That's some solid shooting by Mosley. He hasn't missed yet.
Harold Washington walks it up for Canisius. Uses the ball screen, dribbles with the left hand. Far wing, Sosa thought about the 3. He puts it on the floor, looks to go inside. Before he can do so, there's contact and a foul against St. Bonaventure. Eric Mosley picks up a foul, and that'll be his 3rd foul.
Take a look at this. We got a replay here, I think, Jay. Comes in, and here's Mosley again bodying, and I think maybe they're starting to call that.
Maybe all that work by Coach Barron, trying to get those calls, starting to pay off. That's the 4th team foul against St. Bonaventure. Billy Barron, far wing right side, Washington. Washington out of control, gets the ball back, almost lost the pass, and then draws contact from Chris Johnson, who just picks up his 3rd foul.
So all of a sudden, Jay, Bonnies, who had really no foul trouble in the first half, have 3 key players with 3 fouls.
2 starters and their main guy off the bench, and Eric Mosley, who has 4 3-pointers tonight.
That'll bring in Michael Davenport, another 6'5" guard for the Bonnies.
Billy Barron trying to get inside. His floater with the left, no good. Rebound pulled away by Simmons. Mosley in the front court. Mosley tries to cross over, carries on with a dribble. Much ado about nothing right there. Mosley with 20 to shoot. His team up by 6. Gathers. Sosa on him. Gathers to Mosley. Mosley thought about the 3, finds Gathers. He puts it on the floor. Oh, he walks. Travel for Jordan Gathers, and for Bonaventure, their 15th turnover.
You know, you mentioned much ado about nothing. A lot of people are really attracted by shiny things. And if you're attracted by shiny things, you cheer at big things like that. But if you're not attracted by shiny things, you don't.
Harold Washington in the front court, picked up by Davenport. Bounce pass to Barron. Top of the key, Manhurts. Bonner really gets into your grill, man for man. Sosa. Hands off to Washington. He'll take a 3. Knocks it down. 49-46 Bonaventure.
12 points now for Harold Washington as he's smoking it up here in the second half.
Harold shot 36% from 3-point range last year. And he's knocked down a couple of trays tonight. Conger looks to go, and a reach-in call against Isaac Sosa. And the Bonaventure fans, a little bit of a Bronx cheer on that one. Elshwan Himes checks into the game. Billy Barron goes out. Elshwan played 11 minutes in the first half, 1 of 4 from the field. Mosley looking to inbound, and will send it out to Davenport near center court. He'll give it up to Mosley, and he'll run the show. Mosley works behind a screen, takes a 3. This one misses. Long rebound. Who's going to get it? Canisius does. Himes ahead. His long pass intercepted by Mosley. Gathers in transition to Conger. Good job by the Griffs to hustle back on defense. Mosley pulls up, and a shot blocked from behind by Sosa. Long pass ahead to Jordan Heath. He jams it home. Lead cut to 1, 49-48.
A good job by the Griffs. You make a mistake, you play good defense, you come back, and you nail it for yourselves. That's what you have to do. 1-point game.
There are Canisius fans in there, and they're on their feet right now. This is great. 1-point game. Inside to Davenport. Walks, turnover. St. Bonaventure will go to break. 11:20 remaining in the second half. Bonaventure 49, Canisius 48. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
Golden Griffin fans, before or after a game, stop by and visit the Bin 620 Cafe and Wine Bar, located on Delaware Avenue in the Holiday Inn downtown. Enjoy a glass of wine or a cappuccino, along with one of our small plate specialties. We serve Seattle's best coffee, downtown's newest meeting spot, Bin 620. Go Griffs and go to Bin 620.
While you listen to this commercial, there are over 100,000 men, women, and children waiting for life-saving organ transplants. Sign up to become an organ, eye, and tissue donor and provide hope to those who wait. Please visit units.org to register as a donor on the New York State Donor Registry. And while you're there, learn about the many community blood drives in our area. It does matter who you donate with. Units. It's Western New York's only organ, eye, tissue, and community blood center. Units. That's UNYTS.org.
Kyle Ferrara back with you here at the Kessler Athletic Center, where the Griffs have come back to cut this deficit to just one. It is 49-48 in favor of St. Bonaventure. And you know, there are only 5 combinations of father-son combinations teaming together for the same program in Division I. Of course, we have one here in Jim Barron and Billy Barron. The Griffs will actually play another team with that kind of combination in Detroit, Ray McCallum and Ray McCallum Jr., their star point guard. I'm going to send it back to Jay and Dave now for an exciting finish.
49-48 is the score with 11:20 remaining here in the second half. Bonaventure with the lead. They've led this entire second half, but the Griffs are forcing Bonaventure into turnovers. Bonnie's with 16, and the Griffs have 10 points off of those turnovers.
Bonner playing an up-tempo game, but the Griffs matching them with a pretty up-tempo defense.
Washington in the front court finds Sosa. Sosa dribble handoff to Himes. Himes over to the far side. He gets called for the carry. And a turnover for Canisius. And for Alschwan, that'll be his second turnover. No, it's his fourth turnover, I'm sorry.
That's something you really hate to see when you turn the ball over on the other end and you come back and you give a good team another chance. You just can't do that too many times in a game.
Mosley with Washington on him. Over to the near side, Conger, back out to the top to Matthew Wright. They want to get it inside to Simmons, and they cannot do so. 15 to shoot. Mosley over to Conger, left alone from 3. Got it, knock it down. 52-48 the score.
And that's a really bad turnover for the Griffs, that it turned into a 3-point swing there. Really they can't afford that.
Chance to take the lead, and instead it was a turnover. Harold Washington, step back shot, no good. Manhertz gets the offensive rebound and saves it from going out of bounds. Manhertz goes up, puts it home. Chris Manhertz, 4 points. Now Wright looks to beat everybody down the floor and lays it up and in. And who's down there but Chris Manhertz? Nobody else.
Manhertz is playing possessed right now. I love it.
54-50 the score. Washington gets inside. His runner off the mark. Rebound tapped around. Who's going to get it? Washington, and he is fouled. Harold Washington will go to the line to shoot 2.
Foul on number 45, Davenport. That's going to be his second. And Harold Washington and Chris Manhertz, I'd like to see the other 3 guys on the floor pick up the kind of energy that these 2 guys have right now. With 9 minutes and 54 seconds left to play, the Griffs are in a good spot. They're down 4. They're in a good spot.
Washington sneaks the first one through. Harold with 13 points. Chris Manhertz will get a well-deserved rest for Canisius, and Josiah Heath comes into the game. His first appearance in the second half. Washington second, perfect. Lead cut to 2, 54-52. Nobody's led by more than 5 in this game. Chris Johnson out at the top. Finds Conger alone in the corner. Knocks down a 3. 57-52 the score.
It's hard to defend that kind of shooting, Jay. They were out there on him, but boy, that was right at the touchline out there on the left side.
Reggie Groves dribbles over to the near side with the left hand. Cross court to Washington. Harold on the far side to Himes. Open from 3. Knocks it down. 57-55 the score. Elschwan his first tray of the game. He has 5. Now Mosley looks to answer and does. just inside the arc. Eric Mosley with 14, 59-55 the score.
Heath was out on him too, well up into his face. Mosley just calmly sank it.
Reggie Groves with the basketball. Gets it back, 22 to shoot. Groves looks to attack, a lot of contact and a blocking foul will go against St. Bonaventure with 8:48 remaining.
That's going to be on Mosley. That's going to be number 4 on him.
And the 7th team foul.
Take a look at this. Quick move, and Mosley trying to draw the charge, but you know, you can't draw the charge when you're running with the guy. The laws of physics do not allow it.
So big opportunity here for Reggie Groves. A 1 in bonus for Reggie. Knocks down the first one. 4th-year junior from Raleigh has 3 points. 59-56 the score. Reggie's second, perfect. 59-57 the score. .8:45 remaining. Walking it up now is Charlon Kloof. Uses the ball screen, dribbles over to the far side. Back to the top to Conger. Conger has the hot hand, and he loses control of the basketball. Josiah Heath comes up with the loose ball, and here come the Griffs. Groves in the front court. Groves to Washington. Washington crosses over, looks to attack, shot blocked. Heath on the foul, has it ripped away. Conger has it. Conger finds Wright, his floater, knocks it down. 61-57 the score.
You know, at times, it seems like Mosley and Wright just don't miss shots. I know they have, it just doesn't seem like it.
Once again, the Griffs with a chance to tie or take the lead, and they missed. Josiah Heath, his shot, oh, short. 5-footer, great opportunity, couldn't put it home. 4-point Bonaventure lead, and they have the ball. And what do we have? An official timeout of sorts. Oh, the rim had been knocked off. Jordan Heath goes up and fixes it for us, and we'll go to break. 7:50 remaining in the second half. Bonaventure leading Canisius 61-57. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
Whether it's a Canisius basketball, hockey, or lacrosse game, you'll always find United Insurance rooting for the home team. And when it comes to auto, home, or business insurance, we hope you'll do the same. After all, we've been serving the area for over 100 years, providing quality insurance from companies like Hanover Insurance Company, one of the top insurers of cars and homes among independent agents. For auto, home, or business insurance, call the home team. Call 632-6118 and ask for Canisius alums Dave or Ed Julia. United Insurance, a proud sponsor of Canisius Athletics.
Looking to spice things up? Then hurry to Subway for the Spicy Italian, the featured $5 footlong of November. Loaded with spicy pepperoni and Genoa salami on freshly baked Italian urban cheese bread. Try it fresh toasted with whatever you want, like melty cheese or crunchy green peppers. November only. The featured $5 footlong Spicy Italian joins our many other $5 footlongs. Subway. Eat fresh.
Limited time only, plus applicable tax. Prices and participation may vary. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Additional charge for extras.
Today's out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Wendy's. Wendy's, now that's better. And we mentioned earlier, Loyola defeated Norfolk State by a 65-59 score. Ryder leads Monmouth 65-62. And in a crazy score, Iona leads Wake Forest by 41-5 score up at Iona. Marist, Columbia, Siena, Northern Kentucky later on tonight.
Well, I knew Wake Forest is a down year for them, but 41-5?
Wow, yep.
Former Golden Griff Jeff Nix is the director of basketball operations down there for Wake Forest.
That's in the first half as well. It's crazy.
Wow. 61-57 here at the Kessler Center. St. Bonaventure leading Canisius. The Bonnies have led this entire second half. The Griffs have had a couple of opportunities to either take the lead or at least tie, and they have failed to capitalize. Johnson to Conger, top of the key, left alone Kloof. He'll take that three, misses. Long rebound, run down by Reggie Groves, and he looks to push. Groves in the front court, calls for Himes. Himes will take a three. Top of the key. Back rim no good. The rebound and a foul will be called against Josiah Heath. We're going over the back.
That's his first, and there wasn't much doubt about that one.
In plain sight. 4-point lead for St. Bonaventure. Billy Barron remains on the bench for Canisius, and just as I say it, he hops up off the bench and he'll check in.
When you say Dave has never won a lottery, well, maybe I'll win one.
Long range three. Davenport, nothing but net. I mean, Chris Johnson, I should say. 17 now for Chris Johnson. That's the biggest lead of the night for the Bonnies at 64-57. And thought maybe Coach Barron would like to call a timeout. Instead, he continues to play on here. Griffs need to answer. Washington loses the handle momentarily, gets inside and lays it up and in. Harold Washington keeping his team in the game. 64-59 the score. And now a foul in front court. Harold Washington banged up on the play, but it is a foul against Canisius, and it'll go against Harold.
And that's the same leg I think he injured last year, Jay.
Billy Barron will check into the game. Isaac Sosa also into the game. Reggie Groves is going to head to the bench. I think Harold Washington will join him. No? Harold,
take a look here and see what happened. Washington playing defense. And he landed on it wrong, trying to play defense, moving those feet. Just landed on it wrong.
5-point Bonaventure lead. Conger spins in the paint, stops, kicks. Matthew Wright, left-handed dribble, gets into the paint. His runner, counted if it goes, does not. He'll go to the line, a chance for two. And all of a sudden the whistle, the last three have been against Canisius. That's their 5th team foul, the 2nd on Isaac Sosa.
And with Wright at the line, he has not been to the free throw line yet tonight, but as good a shooter as he is, you'd have to think he'd be pretty good at the line.
4 or 5 coming into this game is Matthew Wright. Career high 18 points for Wright as he knocks this one down. He has 13 tonight. 65-59 in favor of Bonnie. Wright, 6'4" junior out of Toronto. Does not get that one to fall down, but a lane violation will be called against Canisius.
Oh my goodness.
Mental mistake.
These little mistakes that just mount up, Jay, you know, little things, little turnovers when you allow baskets after them, and little lane violations when a guy's missed a free throw. Instead of making it a 6-point game, it could be a 7-point game.
Well, Wright misses, but then Bonnie able to come up with a tap out in the offensive rebound. So another opportunity to add to the lead. Right now they're up by 6. Kloof looks to attack. His runner well off the mark. Simmons can't put it home. Rebound pulled away by Josiah Heath.
Well, good job by the Griffs to make something good come out of that.
Josiah altered the shot initially and then went over and grabbed the defensive rebound. Washington, three-pointer, nothing, 19 for Harold Washington. Griffs trail by 3. Conger dribbles over to the far side. Back out to the top to Wright. Matthew Wright looks to attack. Gives it back up. Now Conger. He tries to get inside. Keeps his dribble alive as he falls to his knee. Manhart's doing a great job on a tough opponent in Conger. Conger over on the near wing. 7 to shoot. Conger looks to cross over. Dribbles onto the baseline. Knocked free and stolen by Chris Manhurts.
Good quick hands by Manhurts.
Barron in the front court. Uses a screen. Kicks to the wing. Sosa from 3. In and out. That would have tied the game. Bonaventure controls. They lead by 3, 65-62.
Well, Chris Manhurts has come alive in this second half, and he may not be scoring, Jay, but he's doing everything that he needs to do to help this team win.
Kloof over to the far side now to Simmons. Top of the key, Conger. Near wing, Kloof. 14 to shoot. Matthew Wright at the top. Swings it over to Conger. Thought about the 3. Griffs run out at him. They give it up now to Chris Johnson. Johnson against Sosa. 4 to shoot. fires up a jumper, does not go down. Rebound Harold Washington, 4.5 to play. Griffs down by 3. Washington looks to attack. His runner does not go down. Looked like it partially was altered by one of the Bonaventure players.
It was on the way up. On the way, good block.
Timeout called by Bonaventure with 4:19 remaining. The Griffs with an opportunity there to perhaps tie or at least cut it to 1. Instead, it'll be Bonaventure basketball leading by 3. We keep it right here at 65-62.
Griffs in the last 4 minutes and 19 seconds, Jay, have got to keep up. Take a look at this. Oh, we're not going to get it. Have to keep up that defensive intensity and take the right shots when they get down the offensive end. Not rush them. Or run the play, get the shot that they need. Plenty of time to get back. Well, they're only 3 points down. They get plenty of time to win this game if they play some defense and get a couple breaks. They haven't gotten a lot of breaks really in this second half.
But you think of that moment after the Griffs get called for the lane violation on the missed foul shot by Wright. He misses again, but the Bonnies get the tap out with an opportunity to go up either 8 or 9. The Griffs hold steady, come down and knock a 3 down. So, like you said, they're showing some resilience here tonight. But can they get over the top against a very tough opponent? We've got 4 minutes and 19 seconds to find out. Bonaventure basketball out of their timeout, each team with 3 timeouts remaining. Yusu Endai into the game now for Bonaventure. Kloof gets inside, kicks to the corner, Conger from 3. Back rim, no good, rebound. Jordan Heath has it for Canisius. A lot of contact in there, wow.
Let's let them settle down now. Run the clock a little bit, run the play. Get the best shot you can get.
Reggie Groves onto the floor, along with Barron and Sosa. Barron, and a moving screen.
Terrible. He was knocked into him, Jay. I truly believe that.
Wow. Tough call there. Well away from the play.
Take a look at this. Watch. I think he's knocked into him. Sets the pick, and he's pushed. See the arm? The arm hooked around him and knocked him into him. That's just a horrible call.
All right, we'll go to break. 3:54 remaining. 65-62. St. Bonaventure leads. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
I love you so, my precious dear. You fill my life with joy and cheer. But you seem so sad despite my doting when winter roads give you a salt coating. Because salt will eat you up and down. It turns your fenders crusty brown. It snacks on chrome, nibbles on steel. And if it could, it would eat your wheel. So it's off to Delta Sonic to restore our bliss. Their best touchless car wash is called Super Kiss. Polished, protected, and all salt-free, Delta Sonic returns my love to me. Shiny, sparkling, looking like new. Delta Sonic car wash cleaned your underside, too. And with their famous 5-day guarantee, I can come back and do it again. Free. So when the weather is wicked, give Delta Sonic a try, or you may have to kiss your love goodbye. Delta Sonic, the kissing clean car wash.
Proud sponsors of Canisius College Athletics.
Basketball fans, the Canisius College men's and women's basketball teams will be back in action on Tuesday night, November 20, when both teams take part in another basketball doubleheader here at the Kessler Athletic Center. That night starts with the women's team playing host to Oakland before the men's team meets crosstown rival Buffalo. Action starts at 5:30 p.m. and you can get your tickets now by going online to gogriffs.com and clicking on the ticket link.
65-62, that's our final media timeout. Bonaventure with the lead. 3:54 remaining. Charlon Kloof brings it into front court. Kloof over to the near wing. Out to the top of the key to Endai. Big 7-footer, hands it off to Kloof. He almost loses the handle. Kloof over to the near wing. Johnson puts it on the floor, tries to get in the paint. Ball comes free. Tied up, held ball. Alternate possession will go over to St. Bonaventure.
Good job on that one as Harold Washington hits the floor and Josiah Heath comes flying in. Jordan Heath comes flying in behind
quickness
him.
there. Right, looks to attack. His layup good. Marquise Simmons is going to come into the game, and Yusu Endai checks out. 14 to shoot for St. Bonaventure, so the Griffs don't get the ball, but Bonaventure now has to make something happen here with 14 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 3:32 on the game clock. Kloof. Uses the screen, gets inside, goes to the rack, lays it up, and no good. Rebound, Jordan Heath. Good defense inside by Manhertz and Heath.
Manhertz dropped down. Heath came over to help. They altered the shot just enough, and Heath strong enough to keep that rebound.
Billy Barron swings it over to Jordan Heath. Open from three. Front rim, no good. Rebound controlled by Johnson for St. Bonaventure. Ahead to Conger. Conger thought about attacking, thinks better of it. 3 minutes to go. 3-point St. Bonaventure lead. Kloof dribbles left hand inside, contact charge. Chris Manhertz taking another one for the team. This is something I heard way back in the summer. Jim Barron showing his team how to take charges, going out there and showing him. And here, Chris Manhertz shows it how it's done.
Just stays in there, and
wow.
Kloof takes out his own man and Manhertz. Now I got to go back to the last play for the Griffs down at this end. With 2 minutes or 3 minutes left, I don't think I want my big man taking three-pointers. If he hits it, fantastic. What's the chances? He's got to get underneath the basket, run the play, and get the best shots you can get. You can get him shooting a three-pointer with 3 seconds left on the shot clock.
Good point. 65-62 the score. Canisius with the basketball. They have 22 to shoot. Pass inside to Manhertz. Manhertz goes up with the left hand and puts it home. Chris Manhertz with 6, and the lead is cut to 1.
What a nice move by Chris Manhertz. And you have to think, if you get him the ball deep like that, he can do that just about every time.
Score hasn't been this close since the 11-20 mark when it was 49-48. Johnson in the corner. Sosa on him. Sosa trying to cut off Johnson. The pass inside, ball loose on the floor. Coming up with it is Simmons. Johnson gets the rebound, blocked by Heath. And the ball out of bounds. It'll be St. Bonaventure basketball. And they're looking for the shot clock.
Excellent defense by the Griffs underneath.
Wondering about the shot clock. Should not have reset on the shot that went up. This is a block shot, and they will go over this on the replay. The initial shot did hit the rim. Then the rebound attempt from the putback was blocked. So it should be a couple of seconds off that shot clock, I would say. And it'll give both teams a chance to talk things over with 2:02 remaining. 65-64, St. Bonaventure. The lead has changed hands 9 times tonight, but Bonaventure has led this entire second half.
Well, the intensity the Griffins have shown on defense so far in this second half has been absolutely incredible in the face of kind of a partisan crowd down at their end of the field for Bonaventure. And they've played very good, taken some questionable shots, but with 2 minutes left, they need to keep that defensive intensity and ramp up those good shots, because they can't take bad shots, because Bona's going to make them pay for it in the last 2 minutes.
65-64. It's been a heck of a game here this afternoon. This is a good Bonaventure team. But the Griffs are showing that this is a different squad than the one that won only 5 games last year.
Absolutely. And you know, we talked about it in the pregame that conferences have made rivalries different. 2 minutes left in a 65-64 game. We're right back to 1972 again.
Yes. Yes, we are.
Or better yet, 67-68 when Masiello and Misco were playing.
Oh, my. Yes. Should I bring up the fact that that was back at the period of time when Bonaventure had their longest win streak against Canisius?
Yeah. Well,
I probably shouldn't mention that.
But they were good games.
Oh, always. At the odd. So they're not going to reset the shot clock. Jim Barron wanted it, didn't get it. It's going to stay at 35. Be Bonaventure basketball, but the Griffs have to keep locking down defensively here. They've held Bona to 4 points over the last 5 minutes. Matthew Wright picked up by Billy Barron. Now they give it up to Kloof, and he'll reset the offense out near center court. Near side, Chris Johnson. Swings it to the corner to Conger. He'll take that 3. Back rim, no good. He's going to get the rebound. Billy Barron gets it on a tip from Jordan Heath. The Griffs have a chance to take the lead.
Heath, a great job just to shield the man off the ball and tip the ball to Barron where he could grab it.
Billy Barron. Harold Washington goes baseline. Washington off glass and good for Griff's lead. 66-65. Timeout. Jim Barron will keep it right here with 90 seconds remaining. Canisius up by 1, their first lead of the second half.
Harold Washington had 5 points in the first half. He was 1 for 3 on the free throw line. In the second half, he has 16 points, hit both free throws, and been an absolute catalyst for this comeback for the Golden Griffins.
Harold Washington, 21 points, and you'll see it right here, the one that gave the Griffs the lead.
Washington saw he had room, went inside. His hang time is incredible. Defenders go up, he waits, moves the ball a little bit to the right, kisses it off the glass. Griffs lead 66-65.
And David really looked like he had nowhere to go. Bonner had him surrounded, but he found a way.
He's Houdini, he's always got somewhere to go.
1.5 to play. Canisius with their first lead of the second half at 66-65. They've held Bonner to 4 points in the last 5+ minutes. Chris Johnson out of the top, Sosa on him. They find Conger, and he gets bumped by Jordan Heath with 1:20 remaining. That's the 7th team foul. So Conger will go to the line for the 1 and bonus.
And look here, now this is exactly the last thing you want to do is give the team that's trailing a chance to score points with the clock stopped.
And it'll be Demetrius Conger, the senior from Brooklyn. Came into the game 6 of 15 from the line. Conger tonight, though, is 4 of 4. This is a 1 and bonus. His team trails by 1. Conger spins it up, puts it home. We're tied at 66. Tied for the 7th time tonight. Demetrius Conger with 13 points.
You almost feel like the last shot of the game is going to win this one.
Conger gets it to go down, used all the rim, and Mark Schmidt will use a timeout with 1:20 remaining, 67-66 the score.
I think if you hit a free throw like that, you have to give a point back.
All right, 1:20 remaining. We're running out of possessions in this game. What do you do this time down to the Griffs?
Well, I think you've got to be really careful about the shots that you take. I don't think you need to take three-pointers, early in the clock. I think you want to be able to burn a little clock in running your plays and getting your points. You take the best shot you can get. Don't worry about a three-pointer. If you get a two-pointer, it puts you up. Take it inside. Maybe you get a three-point play.
Just to reset the foul situation, it's 18 fouls for St. Bonaventure, 7 for Canisius. So both teams are in the bonus. Possession arrow in favor of Canisius. With 1:20 remaining, 2 timeouts for each team as well. It looks like St. Bonaventure will press coming out of the timeout. On the floor for the Griffs, Washington, Sosa, Barron, Jordan Heath, and Chris Manhertz, the starting 5. Washington will walk it up. Bonaventure will back off. Chris Johnson on Harold Washington. And hand it off to Billy Barron. Barron out near center court. He's been scoreless in the second half. Gets it to Washington. Washington puts it on the floor. Kicks to Barron. Thought about the 3. He kicks it back out to Washington. 12 to go. Washington gets inside. His floater doesn't go down, but Chris Manhertz tips it home. And a timeout called by Canisius with 52.4 seconds remaining. Manhertz with the tip in to give his team a 1-point lead.
Chris Manhertz with a yeoman effort defensively has 6 points in this half. Probably the biggest 6 points he's ever scored in his college career.
Wow.
Huge. I think they all came late in this half to either tie the game or put the Griffs ahead.
52.4 seconds to go. Chris did not play much at all in the first half. He got in foul trouble and was limited to just 6 minutes in that first half. You'll see it here.
Take a look at this here. In for Washington, it bounces off the right. Look on the weak side, Manhertz, nobody around him, daps it up off the glass and in.
Chris Manhertz, once again, one of the co-captains on this year's team, just like last year. Last year with 99 offensive rebounds to lead the Griffs. And obviously, that's a big one right there. 68-67 the score. And once again, the officials going over to check the replay monitor. Just want to make sure the time is right. They'll reset it at 53.2.
If Bona does not convert this time down the floor, the Griffs are going to have to hit foul shots. If they don't convert, you can expect to see Washington, Barron, Sosa, and maybe Himes in the lineup for foul shooting.
St. Bonaventure to inbound. Mosley Black on the floor. And problem with the clock. The clock had inadvertently started. They had rolled the ball in. The ball should not start until the ball is touched. Now keep in mind, the officials can start that on their own and may have done just that.
Eric Mosley is back into the game, and I think you can expect he's going to take a three-pointer if he gets one.
He brings it up in the front court. Washington has that assignment. Mosley backs off on the dribble on the far side, gives up his dribble. 41 seconds to go. Timeout, Mark Schmidt. His team got stuck in their offense, and with 22 to shoot, they'll call a timeout and set up a play.
A lot of credit to the Griff defense as they didn't let anybody go free. They stayed tough on them. They held their marks and were able to keep Bona from getting an easy pass off to to beat that 5-second mark.
They see the brain trust for Canisius. That, of course, Fred Dupree, assistant coach back at Canisius. Graduated in 1998, was one of the co-captains on that team.
Happy to see Fred back.
Absolutely.
Very happy to see Fred back.
Good to have a Griff back on the bench.
Gotta have him.
39.5 seconds remaining, 68-67 the score. It's been a great game. Not surprised, really. It's a good Bonaventure team, and at least 2 games, or almost 2 full games into this season, it looks like this is going to be a good Griffs team. Next up, UB on Tuesday. You should get your tickets now. There are still some, we understand, some reserve seats still available, and a lot of the general admission seats will be available because the students will not be here on Tuesday. 68-67 the score. Canisius trailed 61-57 with 7:50 remaining. They now lead 68-67 with 39.5 seconds remaining. It'll be Bonaventure basketball on the side in front of their own bench. They'll have 22 to shoot. Mark Schmidt yelling at his team to get in position. See what they do. Starting 5 on the floor for Canisius. Griff showing a zone look coming out of the timeout. And they're going to stay in a zone. 15 to shoot. Pass over to the far side. Now Klug swings it over to the near side to right. 10 to shoot. 26 on the game clock. Klug with 7 to shoot. Over to Wright. Wright puts it on the floor. Kicks to Klug. He'll take a 3. Off the back rim. No good. Rebound. Tapped around. Out of bounds. Griff basketball. Went off Conger with 16.9 remaining.
Fantastic defense by the Griffs. They made them keep it outside. And when he put the shot up, Klug put the shot up. 2 guys went running at him, and he was just way off balance when he took that shot. Expect fouls, and they need to hit their foul shots.
16.9 remaining. At the line tonight, the Griffs 14 of 17. We'll see it right here.
Now have a look at this. Ball outside, and look at this. Outside Washington, he really has to alter his motion. 2 legs out, just not great for him at all.
The ball got tipped to Conger, but he couldn't hold on to it.
Conger couldn't hold on to it.
So Bona will press. If they can't steal, they will foul with 16.9 remaining. And I would assume Coach Barron will stay with his starting 5 out there. Who do you foul? I guess you'll go with either Jordan Heath or Chris Manhertz if you have a choice. You may not have a choice. There's Jim Barron looking to beat his former school here tonight. 16.9 seconds remaining. Harold Washington on the baseline, cannot move. He gets it into Sosa, who gets fouled. The ball came free, well, they'll call Matthew Wright with the foul. 1/10 of a second went off the clock. The Bonaventure bench wanted a turnover, but a foul was called instead.
Only his second foul. Of course, fouls don't matter right now. Foul shots do, and making them.
Isaac Sosa, a knockdown three-point shooter for sure. Doesn't get to the line much. His career at Central Florida, very limited time at the line. He's a jump shooter, but he's a good foul shooter in the sense that he's already knocked down 2 tonight. 2 of 2. These are big ones. Transfer from Central Florida, a chance to put his team up. This is a 1 and bonus. Sosa, perfect. Net barely moved. 13 points for Isaac Sosa. His team up by 2.
Sosa's very, very cool on the floor, Jay. I wouldn't think this would bother him that much.
3-time Conference USA All-Academic player. His team up by 2. His team is up by 3. Reggie Groves will check in. Bonnet is out of timeouts.
Reggie Groves is in to take care of that three-point arc to make sure he's out on whoever's going to be taking that three-point shot.
16.8 to go. It's a 3-point game. 13 to go. Kloof, no hurry. 10 to go. To Conger, he'll take a 3. Front rim, no good. Rebound, Johnson puts it home. 5.6 remaining. No timeouts. And Harold Washington is fouled. It's a 1-point game. Chris Johnson with the putback, but that's not enough. Harold Johnson now, or Harold Washington, will have a chance for the double bonus now.
Take a look at this again. Out there in a long three-pointer, no good. But Johnson with the rebound doesn't put it on the floor, puts it right back up for 2. Smart play by him.
Harold Washington at the line, where he is 4 of 6 tonight. A 1-point lead for Canisius. It's a 2-point lead for Canisius.
22 points on the night for Washington.
4.3 seconds remaining. It's a 2-point game. Let's see if Jim Barron uses his final timeout, if Washington makes this. Harold gets the shooter's roll. 4.3 seconds remaining. 23 for Harold Washington. The Griffs lead by 3. Kloof, 3 seconds to go over center court. Gets it over to the near side, right for 3. Count it if it goes. It does it. Griffs win. Canisius wins. 72-69. Harold Washington with 23 and ices it with 2 foul shots with 4.3 seconds remaining.
What a game for the Golden Griffins. They stuck to the plan, Jay, and they carried it on through. Some down times, but man, they came up strong in the second half defensively.
They most certainly did, Dave. They held a good Bonnet team to just 8 points in the last 8 minutes, and they win this one 72-69. You see Jim Barron over there giving out high fives to the student section. The coach has been very active in trying to recruit fans to the games, and they were rewarded with the classic.
He did today the most effective thing you can do to recruit fans to this building. You beat St. Bonaventure. That's huge. That's huge for this team. I'm gonna say something you haven't heard in a lot of time. 2-0, 2 in a row.
Absolutely. The Griffs beat Bonaventure here in front of a sellout crowd tonight at the Kessler Center. We'll take a timeout. Come back with more on our post-game show. Canisius wins 72-69. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
The Canisius College Basketball Postgame Show is sponsored in part by AdPro Sports, Elite Team Gear, Integrity Office, Supplying Solutions, Independent Health, dedicated to making a difference, Town Automotive, you've got friends in town, Hashix Heroes, creating a positive playing environment to teach kids hockey. Hockey is for everyone. Units, donate life. Jostens, celebrate your achievements with Jostens rings, yearbooks, and more. Pepsi, live for now. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, where quality meets value. And Canisius College Athletics, Visit us at gogrips.com.
It's one of the most exciting moments of a young athlete's life, putting on a new uniform, those school colors, that lucky number, the last name emblazoned on the back. It's almost as thrilling as the game itself. That's why when it's time to decide on uniforms for your team, you have to call AdPro Sports. AdPro Sports has all the Nike apparel and footwear your players love at prices that won't be beat. Call 854-5116 or visit adprosports.com today. AdPro Sports, elite team gear.
A proud sponsor of Canisius Athletics.
Griffs fans, you have a friend in Town Automotive Group. Town is a proud supporter of the Canisius College athletic programs. So stop by and see your friends at Town BMW Mini in Amherst and Town Chrysler Dodge and Jeep in Hamburg. Also visit the Auto Mall in Orchard Park for the Town Ford, Town Hyundai, and Town Lincoln Mercury and Town Mazda dealerships. Or visit on the web at townauto.com. For the best deals in town, see your friends in town.
A proud sponsor of Canisius Athletics.
Now's your chance to join 73,000 passionate Buffalo Bills fans at the Ralph and lift the team to victory. Individual game tickets are on sale now. Get yours by calling 1-877-BB-TICKS. That's 1-877-BBTICKS. You can also visit BuffaloBills.com, Ticketmaster.com, all Ticketmaster outlets, or the box office at Ralph Wilson Stadium. Buffalo Bills football. Lead the charge.
One of the primary goals of the Canisius hockey program is to give back to the community. The Golden Griffins' charity of choice is Hasek's Heroes. Hasek's Heroes provides children who reside in the city of Buffalo with the opportunity to learn basic skating and hockey skills. Through teamwork, discipline, and skills building, kids enrolled with Hasek's Heroes develop confidence, self-reliance, and independence. To make an equipment or financial donation, call Executive Director Sean Green at 716-875-4820. Canisius College Hockey and Hasek's Heroes, helping less fortunate children succeed on the rink and in life.
Welcome to Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, where always sounds better. Like our Pumpkin Spice Latte Supreme. Premium espresso, a hint of cinnamon, and nutmeg flavor with whipped topping and cinnamon sprinkles. All for just $1.99. Pumpkin Spice Latte Supreme, now just $1.99 plus applicable taxes for a small. Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop, where quality meet value. At participating U.S. restaurants, offer available for a limited time.
And welcome back to Canisius College basketball. An exciting one here for sure. The 12th sellout in the renovated Kessler Athletic Center, and it was a classic. Canisius beating St. Bonaventure 72-69. The Griffs trailed by as many as 8 points in the second half, but they come back to win it by 3. And there are a lot of highlights in this game, Dave, and a lot of them were on this side of the ball as well. But St. Bonaventure played a whale of a game as well.
The bounce pass inside, and of course, Simmons makes it go, and a long three-pointer from Mosley. Here's a three-pointer from Heath. Sosa, long pass, but it's picked up by Heath, who drives that one home. Spin move by Washington, off the glass and good. Washington again takes it inside and lays it up, but Manhurt's there to gobble it up and tap it in.
Give the Griffs a lead that they would not surrender at 68-67. And here, desperation times for St. Bonaventure. Matthew Wright, a fairly good look for a three at the end, but it's off the mark. And Canisius wins this one 72-69, and perhaps the best highlight of them all, seeing the celebrations and seeing Coach Jim Barron beating his old school tonight here at the Kessler Athletic Center in front of a sellout crowd. He asked for fans to come out. He got them, and he gave them something to remember.
Well, he certainly did. It's one thing to ask your fans to come out and support the team. It's another to deliver. And this team delivered today, and you can't say enough about the work rate of the Canisius College Golden Griffins. I mean, there's Coach Barron up in the stands with the fans, the C block. And, you know, you come out, we'll show you something. They came out, and they definitely showed them something. But the work rate of this team today was just beyond reproach. You know, when they made mistakes, they learned from them. They came back and capitalized on the good things that they did. And they worked hard for this three-point victory, and they earned it over a very, very good St. Bonaventure University team.
Over the last 7:50, the Griffs holding St. Bonaventure to 1 of 14 from the field. They win it 72-69 to go to 2-0 on the season. St. Bonaventure falls to 2-1. We'll take a timeout. This is the Golden Griffin Broadcast Network.
The following is a moment from a therapy session with Pepsi Next.
Okay, this is the first session with Pepsi Next. Now, why did you come to see me?
Well, doctor, I've been feeling a little misunderstood.
Yes? And why is this?
I guess it's because I have all the real cola taste, but 60% less sugar than regular Pepsi. I'm not diet, and I'm not regular. I'm Pepsi Next. They don't understand me.
This seems as though we are dealing with a cola complex. What we need is to make the world believe you're your own cola.
But they don't believe me. I keep telling people I'm a delicious cola, but they don't seem to get it.
Well, have they actually tried you?
So what you're telling me is that if they drink it, they'll believe it.
Precisely.
Pepsi Next. Real cola taste, 60% less sugar than regular Pepsi, and crazy enough to be true. Head to facebook.com/Pepsi Next to learn more. Drink it to believe it.
I was away at college and I had a sore throat, but the doctors just thought it was mono. And it turned out it was